Good morning, Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, and all those listening in Radio Land. I am CJ, and this is Real FM 91.9 and 91.5. We are broadcasting from Main Street Sates in beautiful and historic St. Patrick. Good morning to you.
Good morning, CJ.
How are you?
Not 100%, but trying.
Oh, you sound as though you're under the weather with
Well,
some flu or something.
my voice have just host this morning.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Well,
Nevertheless,
kind of
I'll
make
push
it
this
short so you
already.
wouldn't have to strain your voice this morning a bit.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nation. I'll be exalted among the people, Lord. This morning we give you praise. We give you thanks for another beautiful day you have made. God, each of this day will help us to rejoice and be glad in it. And as we come before your throne this morning, you said we should come boldly with assurance in our heart and with, you know, grace, because we know where sin abound, your grace did much more abound. And God, this morning, even as we like to say, we stretch our hands to you, Lord. No other help we know but you, Lord. And God, this morning, even as we come before your throne of grace, we know that there's plenty of mercy, Lord. There's plenty of grace, Lord. There's plenty of forgiveness, Lord. Because you are a God who is plenteous in mercies and you are forgiving. And even as we come this morning, we ask for your forgiveness. We ask for your mercies, Lord. And we ask where the sin abounding, Lord. We know your grace is much more abounding, oh God. Even as we look at our society today, at our child and state, Lord, at the wall of large, Lord. God, I just pray that you look down with pity and mercy upon your children, God. We thank you because, Lord, you're sovereign and we know you reign. And we, God, we know you are above all other things, Lord. We know that you're in this power in the name of Jesus to break every chain. God, you're the one who are in control. Sometimes we look and we say, Lord, where's God in all of these situations? But God, even as you said, I begin with it begin, be still and know that you are God. You will be exalted. God, you don't share your glory with any. And Lord, it pities our heart, it breaks our heart to look at the condition of our nation, Lord. This morning I bring our child and state to you, oh God. I bring the people of Carriacou to you in a special and mark and special way this morning for all that has been happening there, the loss of a young life, Lord, in the prime of our life, oh God. And even as the people rally together, they had their vigil and they calling for justice, oh God. We pray this morning for the families, the family that is affected with this young child, oh God. God, you know the circumstances above everything. We're not the judge, God, because we know your eyes see everything. And Father, today I want to speak comfort, pray your grace, pray your strength, pray your help, even in this time of trouble, Lord, your present help in times of trouble. I pray that you would comfort the family, you would strengthen them, give them the grace and the inner strength that they would need as they face these days ahead, oh God, the community. And we see how the people came out and they were in so much, pain and hurt over what have happened. We think about the mysterious death of these two tourists or persons who are visiting the island. Oh God. Lord, this morning we bring it into your hands. There's nothing too hard for you to do. There's nothing you cannot change. There's no situation you can't turn around in our nation. And God, even as we are seeing all these violence, the guns violence, the crimes, the homicides, and it's get escalating, Lord, this morning in our nation, Lord. We pray for our families, Lord. We pray for a covering of our different villages, our different communities. Oh God, what a friend we have in Jesus. All our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to you in prayer. Oh God, I pray today in this nation there'll be a wave of praise. We'll bow our hearts on our knees and we'll cry out to you, oh God, to send your hand, let your hand be made to feel, be felt in our nation this morning, oh God. We pray that there's darkness, you're going to dispel darkness, where there's fear, where there's depression, where there is every kind of, I don't even know what to say, coming against us this morning as a people, Lord. In the name of Jesus, the name which is above every other name, the only name that could ever save, the name that is able to defend, the name that is able to turn situation around, name that is able to break every chain, every circumstances this morning. Is there anything too hard for God to do? And we can say a resounding no, there's nothing, absolutely nothing that you cannot do, that nothing you can turn around this morning. And I pray today, in especially for the men of our society. We're seeing so many things happening to our men. And Lord, we are asking you, Lord, to send a rescue mission to deliver them from the powers of darkness. And all of us, because we know there's darkness around us. And you say that the enemy comes to steal and to kill and to destroy. But God, you have come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. God, we think of the many homes where they're absentee fathers, Lord. We think of the many young, productive men of our society. Our resources are just being wasted in the prison. They are behind bars, Lord, this morning. There's no home fathers. So many homes where there are no fathers, oh God. And we pray this morning that you return the hearts of the father to their children. And you said you would come and heal the land and remove the curse. Lord, there's no models in the home for the young men and the young women. Oh God, we just praying over our nation, over our crimes, over everything that it seems to be approaching upon us. You know, the Bible says in the last days there will be evil, and it seems like we are in that event of Bible prophecy where there'll be no respect for authority and law, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unhard, unholy, and they will set out themselves to do a lot of wicked things. We look at the world, what's happening there in Haiti, oh God, this morning. They're trying to push out everything, Lord, and to take over, oh God. We pray that the realms of Haiti will be in your hand, and Lord, you will just guide, you will just cause to come back, the government and the authority to be there and to, oh my God, what's happening in Palestine there against the one Israel? We see the people, we know it's at the Ramadan, whatever there, and you see the cries of the people there, no food, no water, and so many things, Lord. And these things touch our hearts, and we look and we see the children are affected and so many things happening in our world, oh God. Help us to put our eyes, look up. Look up. You said when we see these things, they're the beginning of sorrows. And God, truly our heart in Grenada and the Caribbean, we are focused on the world sometimes, but we have to focus within us. And we see so many crimes are happening in our islands. This morning, Lord, we know where the two and three are gathered in your name, you're there to bless. And they say one should put 1,000 to flight and two should put 10,000. So we are more than conquerors this morning, God. And even as we stand as your people and we cry over our nation for peace, we cry over your nation that crimes would cease. We cry over our nation, Lord, for help this morning. No other help, Lord. Except you don't defend us, except you don't watch over us, we would not be helped. And this morning, in the mighty name of Jesus, we just want to release the peace of God, the peace of God, the peace of God to be in our lands, in our lives, in our homes, and in our communities today, Lord. We say to your name be all the honor, all the glory, and all the praise that you so rightfully deserve. In Jesus' name, amen and amen.
Amen to you. Hope you feel better.
Mhm.
What are you drinking?
Yes,
How do you call
thanks.
it? You're taking your garlic and your onions and all this kind of thing. They said when you have
Yeah, I
cold
was
like
trying
that,
to do something.
yeah, do something.
Yeah, I find it
Cause
just coming on, but this morning I was okay, but just getting a hoarseness.
oh,
Never
okay,
mind.
you'll
Yes, I'll
battle
get it
that.
under control
Yeah,
by
yeah,
God's
yeah.
grace.
I
Yeah.
understand. Take care
Okay.
of yourself. Take
Thank
care
you.
and bye bye.
Have a blessed day.
You too.
Later.
Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
It is now 7:14 in the morning, and let me say good morning to Alban Harris, Christine Otley, Errol Bonaparte, Claude Abraham, Faithlin Hallie Douglas. I heard today is a special day. Jester is going to tell you when he comes. Wallen Aquad, good morning to you. Marlon Klein, thank you so very much. Anne-Marie Celestine Grant, Pearl Charles, Anne Andrews, Mary Ovalache, buongiorno to you. And let me also say good morning to Kenro. Coffee in the morning, good morning to you. Miss Matheson, Miss Job, Highland of the Enchantment, Cathian, Nurse Francis, Marilyn Franklin, Brooklyn, and Norma, good morning to you. Karen Mack out there in Montreal, Canada. Marilyn Ferguson, good morning to you. The Did family out there in Toronto. This is Daphne, Arlen, Ethan, and Olivia. Mona, good morning to you. I know you're not 100, but you're still around. So John Phillip, good morning to you. Bandy Chester David, good morning. Good morning to Michelle Thomas. Jay Wonder there, good morning to you. Junior out there at Grandetang, yes, good morning to you. And Mary out there in Toronto, good morning to you also. Miss Brown and Michelle at Classic Furniture. Maudlin Batiste, good morning. Bernadette Abraham. And people at the University under the Cashew Tree, good morning to you. Elon Millett and your wifey, good morning. Jessica Thomas, Esther Pascal, Tricia Gannis, Antonia Rogers, and not last, it's Michael Fraser. Good morning to each and every one of you. And when Jester comes, he's going to finish saying the good morning to each and every one that he remembers. I think I have Drumstick online, so let me say good morning. Good morning to you, Drumsticks, and how are you?
Good morning. I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
I am good, thank you.
Okay. Good morning to the nation. I read from the Word of God, Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He lead me in the pathway of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. This is the end of the scripture reading.
Thank you so very much. You choose an easy one this morning because you want to run.
No, I don't really run, but I have a grandchild here to go to school.
Well, I know you have to run. That is running.
I have to do something to go, not to short, but yeah.
All righty. Have yourself a great day.
Yes,
Talk to you. You too. Okay. I'll try. Thanks. Bye-bye.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Where you go when you're walking. You got to be careful. What you say when you're talking. You got to be careful. You got to be careful, careful.
It is 7:20 at the moment, and we're heading to the Maurice Bishop International Airport to speak to Jerian Marisho. Good morning to you, Jerian. How are you?
Hi, good morning to you, and good morning to our listeners. Here is the weather report for today, Tuesday, 12 March 2024. It's currently fair today at the Maurice Bishop International Airport. Winds are currently from the east-southeast at 13 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1015.1 millibars, which is above the norm and is currently rising. Present temperature is 27.8 degrees Celsius and relative humidity 82%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 31.2 degrees Celsius and minimum temperature last night 26.6 degrees Celsius. There was no rainfall over the past 24 hours here at the Mars Bishop International. Hence, the total for the month remains at 15 millimeters. So this is the public weather forecast valid for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be generally fair with brief isolated early morning showers. The maximum temperature is expected to be 30.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-southeasterly to east-northeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate, waves 5 to 7 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. There's currently a small craft advisory in effect. Tides will be low at 11:45 a.m. and high again at 5:45 p.m. The sunset will be at 6:17 and sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:15 a.m. So just to recap, the weather is expected to be generally fair with brief isolated early morning showers. From the Met Office, Jerry and Mary Show.
Thank you so much and have yourself a great day.
You as well.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Coating technologies and protective film, our roofing.
Tourism is me. Tourism is you. Tourism is everybody. And tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Angie, don't you know that you should not fly kites near electrical poles and wires? You should only fly it in open areas. If the kite gets stuck, it can cause power outages throughout the village.
Then I'll just pull it down, Johnny. Simple.
No, you shouldn't do that. You can get shocked. You should call Grenlec at 237 and they will come and help.
Alright.
Grenlec, energize.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. I say we have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. How you move when you're moving. Which direction you going. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk. Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
In your search for
You all must be saying I'm not coming back. Where did she go? I had to go get some tape, so I ran away, but I am back. And it is 7:26. I haven't seen my partner in crime yet. I think I find him this morning again. You know, every Tuesday morning he's about to get fired, but somewhere along the line people save him and I don't know why. But I'm waiting for him. He should be coming in any time now. Jester, wherever you are, hurry up. Hurry up, Jester. Well, look at him. Jester, you're going back to school?
Yes, intercall.
Huh? Today's intercall, I know. Are you going to intercall?
I will be going. I can't say if I'll be going today, but I'll definitely will.
So,
We have 3 days.
so, what year was that when you went to school wearing that?
Back in 1981.
Oh, 1981.
But no, funny enough, I didn't.
Put on your headphone and your mic.
But you don't give me a time to settle.
Me settle? What's wrong with you? You don't have to answer me, just ignore me.
You just something else.
Well, I mean, I cannot be anything else with you.
But when I entered McDonald College, crest was more popular.
Yes,
back
yes.
Then,
So you have the crest and the tie.
It was
the first
later
bowlers
on
there.
in the years, like when they're going to 4 and 5.
That's when it started tie.
Yeah.
I hear you. I got you. Yep. Crest and tie. People, he dress in crest and he dress in tie. 2 of them. You're like, that's Ferris Bueller Day off we have in front. Today. Ooh. Let me see you. Yep. What, you like the Dark Knight? Like Darth Vader in
Maroon, I bleed maroon.
You bleed maroon, I see. People, you'll have to see him. We don't have enough light. Just I need to come and put my light inside it because we look as though we're exotic here. Yeah, it's gone and it's gone for good. So you need to just come and put these ones up so that we can have light. So that people can see you in your thingy. Well, I'm going to show them right now. So smile because you're on camera. Smile.
If I had my vehicle around me today, I would have done it after the program.
Well, as soon as you get your vehicle, come and put it on because people always see him. You have tie, he has crest, he's dressed in maroon. He's supporting McDonald College to the
college
hilt.
to the bone, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't expect to see you in tie and crest at the same time. I tell you, dress nice today, but look, you're overdressed for me, partner. I think I might have to go back home. I may have to go back home and see if I could change my clothes. Yes, Jester.
It's just a simple polo t-shirt.
It is?
With the crest.
With a tie?
Well, no, what I have to wear my tie. I mean, come on. I have to wear my tie.
I don't like I love ties, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the crest. Like, it's not doing it, not making you feel like do you any oomph or anything. But the tie gives you personality.
Yeah, and you know, I wore my tie last year when I was doing an announcement for the 60th anniversary of the sports.
Okay.
At fall. Yeah, it was my tie then.
So how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm all right. Yeah.
There's so many people on this morning, Jester, but I know I'll give you a chance to say good morning before I hit it there. Go ahead.
Well, a special good morning to all the listeners and viewers of Real 91.9, 91.5, and I love to say www.drealfmgrenada.com.
There you go. You cannot say www.
Oh my gosh, Claire, we in for another treat of a program this morning on the mental health. I believe so. I really do believe so, man.
Well, if you say so, so I'm just going to go with you. So,
Yeah.
Faithlyn Hallie Douglas is celebrating her day today. She was created. She came into this world kicking and screaming on this date today in March.
Yeah, she's a gem of a person.
She is thebomb.com,
yeah,
I'm telling you.
I mean, special good morning to you, Faithlyn. Happy birthday.
You have to sing
no,
for listening. What you mean you can't sing? And you tell me you're going to... Wait, no. And you tell me that's going karaoke and you could hold your note?
No. Claire, don't even think about that.
Well, I ain't thinking of asking.
No, don't try that with me. I'm not being pressured to do anything that I don't want.
Who pressuring you? I just said thing.
And you should know better than that.
Faithlyn, he ain't singing, so there's nothing I can really do.
Let Andrew do his version, man.
No.
Ringo have a version. Happy birthday to that Ringo version.
And Carl has a version too. Carl Kitten has a version. I'm like, what?
Oh my gosh. But Ringo does make me laugh.
We're going to get Mona to sing for you. Mona, call and sing for her Faithlyn here because me ain't singing. And Jester can sing.
Yes.
So, but let me say good morning to Anastasia Patterson, Jerome Lewis, Adrian Watt, Joycelyn Francois, Evan John Roberts, Erlene Williams, Louisa Williams, Chance the Game 97, that's Mary out there in Toronto. We are back on the same time zone, Mary, so there's no excuse for you not to listen, although you listen all the time, but you're not late. Ivor Hollis, good morning. Natalia John, good morning. You know, Natalia still have me laughing from last week, where she said the man lie down, he's sleeping, he almost sleeping on his shoulder going on the bus, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about
yeah.
You're talking about how the lack of sleep affects you mentally.
No, she wrong. You should have put your
just elbow him, elbow.
No,
the elbow works.
You should have put your
Listen, nobody can live in the bed and come and make my shoulder the bed and the pillow. You understand? No.
Natalie, you should have made it more comfortable for the man.
Just keep quiet. Mustafa Kinali. I don't know who you are. That's the first time I've seen that name. Do you know a Mustafa, Jester? Mustafa Kinali. That's Kanali. Tell us where you're calling from or listening from, Mustafa. Faithlyn Hallie Douglas. That's the girl of the day.
Yeah. The lady that produced the green gold, ain't it?
Yes. Okay. Well, I don't know. Mustafa is writing away like he's crazy now, but he's not saying where he's from. So if you tell us where you're from, then that will be just fine with us. So, Jester, how do you feel?
Don't tell me you're going into the show yet.
No. I didn't say that. But you're chatting.
Okay, right.
So if you're going to 7:32, you're already late. Late?
What? Late for?
Fire this morning. FYH for you. Fire.
Yeah, you can't fire me.
Tell me I can't fire you again.
You cannot fire me.
Tell me that again, Jester.
There are no good reason to fire me.
What you mean I not going to lose? You were coming in late every Tuesday.
I wasn't late this morning. Don't do me that.
When you came in here, it was 7:31. You're supposed to be here at 7:15 to warm yourself up. And so we have a call. Let me take it and then I'll come back to you.
That early?
Yes. Yeah. I was here at 6:30 this morning, you know.
Yeah,
and I bathed and everything too.
So I don't bathe.
I don't know. Good morning.
What you telling Jester? What that you said?
I never said that. I said I bathed this morning, and I was here at 7. Well, I don't know. He's sitting there. Let you say he made or he made.
Action speak louder than
which action? You can't see. So tell me I'm taking any action. So hush and just sing the thing for me. You can't see. Sing for Kate. I know. Jester said to sing for Faithlyn Hallie Douglas.
I'm Faithlyn, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Auntie Kay and Uncle Bob.
She sings this song.
Auntie Kay and Uncle Bob. She just sing 2 lines and she done.
So she done already?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'll do one more then. And I tell her happy birthday since yesterday. I give her a happy birthday.
Oh, you did?
I'll do mine, I'll do business.
Okay, sorry. In that case, how are you feeling, Mona?
Above the wall.
There you go. And you're looking down on creation?
God is good.
There you go. You're my kind of girl. You see, last week, we missed you, see, because your radio was off last week.
All you treat me like a dog.
Is it you were in Chateau Bow Wow?
Vex.
It's not us, it's the thing on the mountain.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And then he come,
Mm-hmm.
and then I hear bop again. I say, what the hell is that? I say, what kind of thing is that?
You know,
thank God.
but you know, in life, Mona, things are never perfect all the time.
No, well, you don't perfect. So
Well, that's what I'm telling you. So sometimes technology has its ups and its downs, just as everybody else.
All iron does break down.
There you go. You see, Jester, all iron break down now. You know, you have to walk. Or he take bus to come to work this morning.
Well, I'm telling you, it's not easy, you know. You're not used to it in such a way, man.
Listen, hypocrite is when you're saying it behind somebody's back.
You're telling him
Straight in the face. You understand?
Jester,
Mona
I
girl.
will buy you a vehicle.
Which one for private 11?
No, I'm saving money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, don't worry yourself, man. I'll go
You
handle
don't
it.
want one cocoa full of basket.
That's correct.
If I save $1 a day in 1 year time, in 365 days in
Girl,
a
you
year,
do your maths when you went to school. You didn't go for recess at all.
365 days in a leap year, so that means in 1 year you having $365.
I hear you. And that's your contribution towards the old iron.
Well, sometimes you get more.
Well, yeah. You just have to start to beg and start to
beg.
sing.
Go beg. Jah will provide.
There you
That's correct, Mona. That's correct.
Thanks,
Never.
Mons.
Don't beg. Have a blessed day.
You
and
too.
behave yourself. Clear behave yourself.
I always behave.
Hey, me and her today, Mona.
You didn't hear my voice these 2 days. I hear you balling Mona. I know you do well. You is the doctor? You is God?
Mona, you are the one that calls every Tuesday. And I said, Mona, how are you? I'm not 100. So that means you're not well because you're not 100.
Hey, you could be 100 now and it need to clean up and I 20.
Okay, then fine.
Thank God.
I'm sorry for asking you how you are.
All I concern is morning by morning you must is I sick
There you go.
and my help cometh from that one above
I hear you.
and nobody else. And when you see the sunshine, you have to say hallelujah.
Yes, and
thank
enjoy.
you, Jesus.
Yes.
So
Okay,
God
Mons.
be with all you.
Thank
Have
you.
a blessed day.
All right, so you go listen and call back Jester just now.
I don't call him. Stephen, have a happy birthday at one day. All you mind, all you business.
Okay, thank you.
Tell Jester he don't be there.
I never said
don't
that.
want-
Yeah, so she's insultive, man. But
I
it's
don't
okay.
want you to
God
tell
go
me.
deal with that.
I don't want you to tell me I don't be.
Okay, bye, Mons.
Right.
All right. Yes, so we have more. Lorna is saying good morning to you, Jester.
Good morning to you, Lorna.
Good morning to Jenny Francis. Jenny's in Trinidad, I think. Thank you for checking in. Good morning, Teresa Joseph out there in Toronto. Yes, we are back on the same time zone. What's the weather like out there, Teresa? Is it cold? Is it rainy? Is it starting to spring into sprung? Good morning to you, baby daddy. I know you're not there as yet, but good morning to you. We have so many. We have a call, Jester. Good morning.
Good morning. Why Grenville tongue is called a cricket pitch?
Why call a cricket pitch?
Yeah, why Grenville tongue is called a cricket pitch?
In the first place, I never knew it was called a cricket
I didn't know it was
pitch.
called that way.
Of course it's a cricket pitch because you have two bowlers in each end and batters will be in the middle. Have a good day.
Well, thank you so for the riddle. 2 bowlers and a batter. That's good. That's a good riddle. Thank you. 2 bowlers and a batter. You know, bowler at one end, RM bowler, HM bowler, and then the batter store.
Yeah. I remember that.
Cricket pitch.
HM bowler and RM bowler.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So, Jester, how do you feel about going on a trip with me to the Netherlands? We're going to learn Dutch before we go. We're going to do mental health destination mental health. What do you say?
I'm going on a trip with you, Claire.
Well, no. You ain't going on a trip with me. You're going in my shadow, my clone. I just said me.
Oh, gosh. Well, yeah, going. I mean, if you had to go to to Amsterdam, and it's one of the loveliest places I understand.
And I understand there the happy set of people in the world are there. I want to go and get some of the happiness too.
Yeah, many holiday goers,
Yeah.
love to explore and think they do go to New
Amsterdam.
Yeah, that would be so lovely, man.
Yes. Hold on a second. Good morning. I'm taking Jester to Amsterdam, so speak fast. Let me see if I could get him to go in Amsterdam. Morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, and
Good
how
morning.
are you?
I'm okay. Jester, good morning.
Good morning to you.
And how are you this morning?
I'm doing just fine.
Jester,
Hi.
don't bother with Clay. Don't bother with Clay. She trying to rub it off on you this morning.
Yeah, she's just trying
Don't
to
bother
shake
with
me
her.
out, man, but she knows she can't. You know what I'm saying?
Don't allow her
And
to
she
shake
knows
you up.
that,
Don't
you know.
allow her to
I thought
shake
we
you
were
up.
friends.
She
I thought we
knows
were
that.
friends.
No. Don't allow Clay. Don't allow Clay to shake you up, please.
Not at all. That was she's trying from the very beginning, man. But I could handle
Goodbye.
it.
As they're singing them song, them so long, farewell, avida, say goodbye. Goodbye.
You could say what you want.
Oh,
Just leave Jester alone for me, please. Just leave Jester alone for me, please, and get on with your program.
Listen, I tell Jester I
Get
want
on
to
with
take
your
him.
program, Madam Clay.
Okay. All right, bye.
You want to take him?
To Amsterdam. We want to go and do destination mental
Why you want
health.
No, go in Amsterdam for yourself. Don't bring Jester. No, leave Jester alone. Anyway, go for yourself, madam. Just leave Jester alone for me,
You
please.
hear that?
Okay. I'm trying.
So you see
I'll talk to you soon.
Go.
All right.
Go and do your program for yourself.
I
I'm
am.
waiting to mash you up for Jester.
Oh my gosh.
You see how these people are named by Jester?
All right, lovely. That was make this program one of the most look forward to, man.
All right.
I'll call back today and mash you up for Jester in a while. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Bye. Don't let me have to sing again. Bye. Jester, yes, Amsterdam. Let me tell you, they look after the people. They're socially, mentally, all the alley that you can think about. They are a country that have their own. They look after the people, and I want to go and see what. And you know what? The houses. If you look at the houses, it's like storybook houses. They're really put together and everything like that. And let me tell you, there is that big beast of a plane that goes to Amsterdam. It's called KLM. We may have to travel to New York and take it from New York, or you can come straight to Toronto with me with overnight and then hit Amsterdam the next day. And when it lands, and people on the beach, they have to move because the force that is coming in, sand flying everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something. Call I'm coming. I've seen every Thursday in Toronto, it flies from Toronto to Amsterdam. And people come to the airport and take pictures of it. Just so when that thing going in the takeoff, it's like Shamu the whale. It's a big, I'm telling you, it's a big beast. You should Google KLM airline. That one, Lufthansa, Emirates, they have the double-decker planes and stuff
yes.
I tell you some big beasts that is, but I want to travel on KLM. We go to the
What is the length
Netherlands.
of that flight from Toronto to Amsterdam?
I wouldn't have never been. That's why I want to go.
Okay.
Google
I
that.
thought you knew the time.
No, I don't want to know the time. I want to go when we go in. We're going to do mental health.
Yeah.
With all the happy people out there, we must find out two that have some issues that we want. We're going to do destination mental health in Amsterdam. That is when I get the money.
Do we still have that call?
Yes, we do. Good morning.
Coffee in the morning.
Hello, and how are you?
By Jester, boy. By Clay song good, but
Easy now, easy.
By Jester, boy, I free for you, Amsterdam, boy.
You go to Amsterdam.
Jester, listen, boy, let Clay go for yourself first and try to go be boy. Jester, the first time on your side, boy, don't go yet, boy. Let Clay go and let you do social. Because Jester, Clay speaking and you is amazing,
Yeah.
Don't take the chance, I mean, what she's saying is very good.
Yeah.
I applaud her for that. But just all the talk you're talking there, I feel you in amazement. Don't go yet.
Of course, I will be in amazement because I heard about New Amsterdam and
yes,
yeah,
and it's good.
Yeah.
What you said is good. I mean, I got all the information on that, right? But the way that you react there, boy, monkey say cool breeze, couple say with a while, boy, just.
But funny enough, sometimes we do dream and then amazingly after realize it happened, you know. So
Yeah.
Listen, this is no dream of mine, okay? I am going to Amsterdam. Let me tell you where my trips, my destinations are. Amsterdam, Ireland.
Just listen.
Yeah, I'm listening, man.
Okay,
attentively too.
Do you want me to start over? We're going. I'm going to Amsterdam. I'm going to Ireland. I'm going to Milan. I'm going to Spain and Cuba, and then back here. You know, every time you go on vacation, it's like, oh, you live here, you go to New York. You live here, you go to New York. And you live here and you go to... You need to spread your wings and go different places. So this is on my bucket list. I'm going to Amsterdam first, and then I'm doing anything. I work too hard for my money for me to just leave it sitting there and not doing anything with it. You understand?
If you make up your mind to go, I'm going to. I go join you all later.
Well, the more the merrier.
The more the merrier.
We're going to have a destination mental health. That's it.
Before I run out, I'll join you all.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Great. So, Claire, before we start the program, we always tend to, we have some sad news that goes around Grenada. We don't heard about that homicide.
We just come out in a happy mood. I don't want to go in because it bothers me.
Well, we can't get away from it.
I know.
Then what else is happening, man? March 13th is tomorrow, please God.
Revolution.
Yeah.
It's a long time never seen Natty Dread so happy.
I think Caribbean leaders should be meeting in Jamaica. One of the statesmen from America, I think it's Anthony Blinken. U.S. Secretary of State should be meeting with Caribbean leaders on the issue of Haiti.
Yeah, Haiti's in dire straits.
Really wish something work out for our brothers and sisters in Haiti. And then most spirited now, Intercall begins today. And they're having match pass, They're having match pass. Okay. Yeah, I think the boys are matching today.
Jester, you remember the days of Eagles when we used to have match pass?
Yeah, and you used to be in the front with that red shots. That red shots.
Yes.
Oh my God! So
listen, the only band that could have beat us there was the police band. Nobody else could have touched us. They robbed us many times because a lot of us was in cadets. That was in Eagles, was in cadets, and we could have matched.
And we used to take time off to match.
I'm telling you,
we are determined to really win the match pass. But because they just feel this police,
But we were good when we went to match passing thing. We still have pictures of it, I have pictures of it.
I have it. Our own compliments Jeffrey Land. This guy, this genius.
We have the picture back in the days. Look at my hand. My hand was as skinny as a rake in that thing. I'm like, okay, but we're good. So we're heading into our program now. And let me put it this way for Jester. I am going to say this. The program that we have today is about men and male menopause, or better known as andropause. It is widely known that women go through menopause. Everybody knows that we women go through menopause and certain the things that we go through. But what a lot of people do not know and did not know is that men go through something similar. Ours is called menopause, yours is called andropause. So we're going to delve into this, and I don't want anybody, and I'm saying it loud, I don't want anybody to talk about I'm men bashing or I'm bashing Jester or anything. What I'm doing here is enlightening people as to what is going on with their body, whatever stage you're in their life, and we can learn a thing or two about it. So if I use you, Jester, as my subject this morning, I'm not saying it's you, because you are sitting in front of me and I'm comfortable talking to you. So I don't want anybody to talk about I'm bashing men or I'm doing this to Jester or that to Jester. We are having a program where a lot of us can get some insight out of it and change our lives. I'm also speaking to grown men this morning, because a lot of people grow big, but they are not grown up. They are not mature. So I'm going for the mature men, the grown men this morning. And if along the way, big men get into it, well, close enough. We'll go for it.
Yeah. So I believe it will be very interesting, starting off along the way to the end.
Yes. So we're talking about how does the male menopause affects your mental health. And I'm not talking about me because I'm no male. I had my share. We talked about menopause before, Jester, you were here, and nobody didn't say Claire bashing women or Claire did that, because it's a fact that everybody knows that we women go through menopause at an early age, sometimes late, and it goes on forever and a day. We get hot, and I mean, I am a hot babe as it is, and I got hotter from that, you understand?
Oh my gosh,
and you get hotter with menopause, you get moody, you get all kinds of stuff, and everybody expects that because we are women, and this is what happens to us women. And we acknowledge that we own it. We cannot get away from it. So let's go to the men part of it now. Once there is something for women, there's also something for men. So, some men develop depression, loss of sex drive, erectile dysfunction, and other physical and emotional symptoms when they reach their late 40s or to early 50s. And it says other symptoms common in men this age are mood swing. You want to read it, Jester? Read those.
Mood swings and irritability, loss of muscle mass and reduced ability to exercise, fat redistribution, such as developing a large belly or man boobs. What are they?
Don't forget about it. Go ahead.
A general lack of enthusiasm or energy, difficulty sleeping, that's insomnia, or increased tiredness, poor concentration and short-term memory. These symptoms can interfere with everyday life and happiness. So it's important to find the underlying cause and work out what can be done to resolve it.
Okay. So I'm glad you read it, because that is men that go through that. You know, we women go through mood swings as well. You heard me say that when you're going through menopause, you fly on that and you take a frying pan and you could knock your significant other or anybody in your way. You get really irritable. So this is what it is. Men also go through this when they're having andropause.
But as it states, the age they give is 40s to early 50s.
And continue. That's when it starts.
So thank God I'm not going through that day.
I wouldn't know.
I'm telling you.
I wouldn't know.
Doesn't.
You don't go to find.
Not applicable.
All right. Say any.
What is listening not applicable to this guy here.
Because you're sleeping. You say you don't sleep. Last week you say you don't sleep. Okay. So is there such a thing as male menopause? It says the male menopause, sometimes called andropause, is an unhelpful term sometimes used in the media. But it's unhelpful because men do not want to accept that they are going through this. It says sometimes the label is misleading because it suggests that the symptoms are a result of sudden drop of testosterone in the middle age, similar to what occurs in female menopause, and this is not true. So it gives why it's saying that it's not really true what they're saying there, but at the same time it is. So it says it talks about smoking, and I think my page got mixed up.
Really?
Yes. Tell me, just where we are.
Although testosterone levels falls as men age, they decline in steady at about 1% a year from around the age of 30 to 40. And this is unlikely to cause my problems in itself.
Okay.
So you're back?
Yeah, but you're still going to have to read and let me get my page.
A testosterone deficiency that develops later in life, also known as late onset
hypogonadism, go ahead.
Can sometimes be responsible for these symptoms, but in many cases, the symptoms are nothing to do with hormones.
Okay. So here what one says, personal or lifestyle issues. Lifestyle factors or psychological problems can also be responsible for many of these symptoms. For example, erectile dysfunction, low sex drive, and mood swings may be the result of stress, depression, anxiety. This is some same things like what we spoke about last week with lack of sleep. And how we women go through that when you're going through menopause. It says there are also physical causes of erectile dysfunction, such as smoking or heart problems, which may happen alongside any psychological cause. Psychological problems are typically brought on by work or relationship issues, money problems, or worrying about aging parents. A midlife crisis can also be responsible. This can happen when men think they have reached life halfway stage. That's when Jester, when all they go and buy this nice little sports red Corvette, midlife crisis. And you like somebody, you're 60 and you like somebody 20 years old. When you're 60 and you like somebody 20, you tell yourself, if I like somebody that is young, then I could get back into the spring of things and feel good about myself. Ain't happening. Midlife crisis.
But the thing about it, I don't really believe, not in all cases, such occurrences.
No, not at all. There's always an exception to the rule, but most times you see it happens. Big grown men or big men or men that reach 60, they like somebody that is way younger than them, that was their child, you know, and they're feeling good about themselves because, look, I have this young person, but you look like an idiot. When you're walking around, no, you're walking around with that young person and everybody thinking, is that your daughter? You can't answer. Because midlife crisis, accept it. You reach that stage, let's mosey and accept what is going on in your body because you cannot change it. Nobody says that when you're aging, you have to look old. But you have to accept the responsibility for the stage of life that you're in. And that's why I said I'm speaking to grown men this morning, because grown men is going to understand what I'm saying. I was having a conversation with a gentleman last night, and he talks about when he was young and he used to go swimming and he used to go do it and he go in the gym and he lifting weight and he do that. Now he can lift and then he feeling like, what? I can't do that anymore. I said, because you're getting older. I didn't say you were old. I said you're getting older, so your body changes and things that you used to do when you were in your early 20s and 30s. You cannot do that anymore at the age that you are right now. So we have to learn to accept our age and the condition that our body is in.
Yeah, but Claire, there are a lot of situations or circumstances sometimes that cause some men to resort to what you're speaking about.
Which
and
is
I'm
what?
not saying in all instances, because sometimes even your normal partner at home, depending on their kind of reaction, they themselves feel they reach a certain stage in life, and you do hear that they start complaining and this, that thing that they... So then that sometimes causes... So I'm not saying that is happening on all occasions.
Well, it
but
cannot
I'm just
happen on all
saying...
occasion.
I'm just saying these
So
are some of the things that happen that has
causing you to go
caused
and get a
some...
little red Corvette and get somebody 20
man,
years old. We have a call. Good morning.
Good morning, Claire, and good morning to...
Good morning, Miss
We
Connie.
White House.
We White House. I have White House this morning, you know.
And good morning to the Grenadian people, women abroad, people in Caracol and Petit Martini, good morning.
Yes.
Just I look bad in your dark as they boy.
That is tested, you know.
You blend up, boy, you blend up.
I tell you, Maroni, everything.
Everything, yes. McDonald College, you know, that was a school at a time when intercall, they're going up, so there's everybody going up, beating old pan and blowing whistle.
Yes.
When they take the champ and going up, you know. That was the days, in the early days. Yeah. I hope they do well this year anyhow. All the schools.
Yes.
All the schools. Everybody's GBSS and SAS. Everybody, all the schools, I wish all the best this year. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyhow, I listening. I didn't know men don't go through this thing too.
That's why we're having those programs, Cami.
Yes,
that's
yes,
why, to educate
something.
people. Yes, so get your pen and paper and start to write.
Yes.
Thank
I'm
you.
getting ready to go out the door, man.
Okay, well, listen.
I've been listening you all already from the time he come in, you're there in the case.
Yeah, and
well, he's the only case I could be on at the moment.
Just feel she could handle me, but Claire can't handle me.
Anyhow, you heard a point there about some men, they want younger women. They tell themselves when they get a younger woman, they will keep young, but that won't happen.
True.
That won't happen. They won't keep young. Because when the body say no is no.
Exactly.
And again, if you don't treat yourself, you have some people that abuse their own self. They don't eat the right thing. They don't exercise. When I look at some men again with that weight, they don't lose the weight. They eat in anything. All the pork with all the fat, they swallowing it down. You know?
True.
And we have so much healthy things here. Fish, you know. I look at people that do sidewalk vending and a health thing. everything is chicken. We have so much of fish in Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique. You don't see nobody grilling some fish. No fish. Everybody cooking chicken and pork and this and that. Nobody making a little fish rough. When you go to a soup kitchen, you don't get in a fish rough, you know. You don't get in a little nice broth with fresh fish, you know. So all that have a lot to play with your health. And I want a lot of man, they go to bed 6 o'clock. Very early, because they're not treating themselves the way they're supposed to eat properly. And we have it here.
Right.
We have the healthy food. You know, I am 67 years of age, yeah? I suffer with the vein. I did a surgery on both of my legs. And I've been a hard time. And I pick and choose what to eat now.
True, yeah.
You know, I eat a lot of greens. And I have no appetite for no meat and thing, you know. I'll buy a lunch. There are people that do nice lunches. And I'll buy a lunch, but I don't eat the meat.
Okay.
Because my stomach cannot take that. The body don't need that.
Right.
I need other things like I eat my greens, I eat my cucumber, I'll eat the tomatoes, I'll eat just eat the vegetable like that and give away the rest.
Okay.
So, you know, people have to take care of themselves.
Thanks, guys.
Eat the right thing.
All
eat the right thing. And we'll live a little longer.
Yes.
And we'll be a little more healthier.
Thank you.
Because I'm living on painkillers and I still have any pain. You understand?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. I'm talking about,
Take care then. Talk soon.
All the men, all you listen up and listen to what the expert is telling y'all this morning. Listen and try what she's telling y'all. And look out for what you're going to expect.
Right.
Expect. You might get hot too. Hot.
Yeah, they might get hot too. All right.
Yes, because
Take
I
care.
went through that.
Yes,
Just
our women.
Say nice boy.
We White House.
White House.
Yes, man.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Have
Bye.
a good day, y'all.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Okay.
Great.
Sit down, a good morning wherever you are. Morning.
Just let's take a commercial break and we shall be right back.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
Tourism is me, tourism is you, tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitate cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries.
From agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
And the Grenada Tourism Authority.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Angie, don't you know that you should not fly kites near electrical poles and wires? You should only fly it in open areas. If the kite gets stuck, It can cause power outages throughout the village.
Then I'll just pull it down, Johnny. Simple.
No. You shouldn't do that. You can get shocked. You should call Grenlec at 237 and they will come and help.
Aye.
Grenlec, energize.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful. I say we have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle out there. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. How you move when you're moving, which direction you're going, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk. Where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
In your search for happiness, you gotta leave a little room for loneliness. More things could happen all of a sudden before you realize it's only a disguise. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. With what you do and how you're doing it. If you do when you're doing it, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
And Mr. Noel, we are back. So,
Claire, you know something?
What?
People really don't know what they have to put up with you.
what did I do?
Anyway, let's go on, please.
You're making people believe that I just do kind of do wrong things to you. I take offense
Of
to
course,
that.
you do a lot of wrong things. You know if for me we about that.
Well, you're wrong to stay there and take it.
Yeah.
Yes, so I start with saying a midlife crisis can also be responsible. And this can be when men think they have reached life's halfway stage. Anxiety over what they have accomplished so far, either in their job or in their personal life, can lead to a period of depression. It says other possibilities cause of the male menopause include lack of sleep, a poor diet, which Kami spoke about, lack of exercise, drinking too much alcohol, smoking, and low self-esteem. All of these cause men to have, when they're going through menopause, all that happened to them, or andropause, which is male menopause, right? It says the late onset of hypogonadism, which in some cases where lifestyle or psychological problems do not seem to be responsible. The symptoms of the male menopause may be the result of that word that I just said, hypogonadism, where the testes produce few or no hormones. That word hypogonadism, yes, is the right word.
You have it right.
Is sometimes present from birth, which can cause symptoms like delayed puberty and small testes, whatever you know. Hypogonadism can also occasionally develop later in life, particularly in men who are obese or have type 2 diabetes. This is known as late onset of hypogonadism and can cause the male menopause symptoms. But this is an uncommon and specific medical condition that's not a normal part of aging. A diagnosis of late onset of hypogonadism can usually be made based on your symptoms and the result of blood tests used to measure your testosterone levels. So he asks what to do when these things happen. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, see your GP, your general practitioner. They'll ask about your work and your personal life to see if your symptoms may be the cause of that by a mental health issue such as stress or anxiety. If stress or anxiety are affecting you, you may benefit from medication, talking therapy such as cognitive behavioral therapy, which is CBT. Exercise and relaxation can also help. And it says you can read about stress management, how to treat anxiety, help for low mood and depression, exercise for depression, breathing exercises for stress.
Buckley, what I really realize, based on what you have stated there recently, comes down to a matter of choices men choose to make. What could cause their...
What could help it to be worse than it is.
Exactly, like erectile dysfunction and low sex drive, because smoking is by choice.
Drinking also is
Drinking
by choice.
is by choice.
Not sleeping when you have to sleep is also by choice.
So quite a number of things is what you choose to do. You understand? And as a result, it affects you.
We have a call. Good morning.
Miss Claire.
Yes, Miss
I call back just to ask you to do me a favor, please. See now you in the health business, and you just there and do a little research on internet and thing. I want you to do a research. Please help me. Because I don't know about this internet business. Although I have it here. I don't have me churning around me.
What you want to know?
Me. I want you to do a research on virus veins.
Okay.
The circulation. Because I just have a lot of burning. That food does burn me and you have a heat. So I want you to do a research what I could use.
Varicose veins?
Yes. What I could use to cool the burning in that food day and night.
You know, the thing is, varicose veins is because your veins collapse and the blood is not pushing through it, so it burns like that. But they're saying that oils, there's an oil that you can use, but you have to use a base with it. I can't remember if it's almond oil, but I'm going to tell you what the oil is. So you have that oil and you mix it with olive oil or something, and you rub it at night or when you relax. So it helps the circulation, so it wouldn't burn you as much.
Well, whenever you come in down in St. George's and you're passing by me, write it and you won't give me.
No problem at all.
See if I could get it, to get it for me.
Yes, but it has to be the real oil. You can't get the fake ones of what they have. So if you're going to use,
write down the real one.
Yes.
And I'll tell my son to try and get this for me.
Yes, but this will help you.
Thank you, darling.
No problem at all.
All right, Cami.
Yes. So you were saying a lot of the things that happens to
Yeah.
us in our life, Jester, is because of the choices that
Choice.
we make.
Exactly.
And going through menopause or so, it's not something that we choose to go through. It is part of our makeup, our DNA. Women go through menopause.
But
Yes.
thank God I'm not going through that around this
Yet.
time. I
Yet.
can't stop
Yes,
saying
it's coming.
that.
It is coming. We have a call. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Yes.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Jester.
Morning, bro.
How
Morning.
everything?
Good, man.
I like the topic this morning, right? And you hear, you know, like a young man, you meet a lady for intimacy, you want to impress that young lady. Impress a young lady in his first outing. I see the choice that man will make to impress may be a wrong choice, eh?
Mm-hmm.
There are some men where they have a problem, where they will go and use things, right, for a long stay.
Sex
But they don't
enhancement. Yeah.
yeah, but they don't know the damage when you using them things, what it could do to you. So what if that happening? Yes, some men, maybe in the 50s and the 60s, and they have more stamina than some of the young men, because what they use in the young age to make a woman feel like they're so good at doing that. But by the time we reach 30, 25 years, they are coming. They're on 6:30.
6 o'clock.
No, 6:30 you have to be, man. 6:30. Can we make a mistake? 6:30 go. Yeah, 6:30.
6:30 they don't. So you see, you have to be very careful what you eat. Yes, you know what you could do. Right? You do what you do, and then when you the fair go back to the point. What is it like? What are you doing? So then you could document what you need to do. Then when you go in and take things like buy a grab whatever, take thing and rub it and thing, then automatically when you just start in 30 years, you can perform again.
You see, the thing is, it's not about performance that we really are talking about this morning. Is the effect that it has on your mental health.
Exactly, the effect.
Right.
But the effect they have on the mental health afterwards.
Yes.
Right? Because some men, they don't sleep in. They don't eating right food. And many times, they go eat more dry food. But they say soup is very important for men. Right? It's very important for men. But a man going to eat a sandwich. I working hard for the whole day. When he come back again, night time, he don't sleep in. Just like he forget now they have a wife home. So then, if you don't have a wife home, and you know the damage they're going to do with you, it will affect you in life. So you have to use wisdom. So wisdom is the key in all. And you know there's something going on in your life, and what it will do to you, so you have to try to stop it. Smoking, they get all them things, smoking, drinking, all that kind of thing. You have to be very careful. You know that what the damage they're going to do, what it's going to do to your mental health, and it will affect your whole family, because you remember you are the breadwinner in the home. And when you can't do it again, you can't work until what happens, you have to stay home. So you'll be the family, because you cannot go out and work, you have to sit at home.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Okay,
bye-bye.
Claire, yes, I think the caller have a pertinent point, and there is a direct correlation of what you are speaking of, because depending on how you abuse yourself,
of
you
course,
know,
of course.
For sex enhancement, it's something I never really believe in using anything that is, extraordinary to enhance your sex ability. I just feel it's just
okay.
Yeah,
we
just
have a call. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. I am good, thank you.
Good morning.
Okay, very important topic. I just want to speak to menopause, as you say. But what I want to draw our attention, I don't know if you're aware, but ladies go through menopause at an earlier age now.
Yes, in the early 30s. Early 30s. They have perimenopause and then they go yeah.
Yeah, but I think
so then, excuse me. So then, why do you think it's happening earlier these days in women?
The food that we eating.
I guess because if you look at younger, I know when maybe I was about maybe 12, 13 years, I saw my menstruation. But now you have young ladies
at the age of
9
8.
and 10 years.
At the age of 8, they're having it. Yeah,
I guess it's because the
type of food,
as said,
and not only that,
food,
it's the chemicals that we put in our bodies too.
Yeah, so we have to try to stay away from this. We have nice land, fertile land, where we can eat what we grow and grow what we eat. And I think men need to be more educated on the topic, because when women go through menopause, there are so many different symptoms, and one of the symptoms is maybe lack of sexual desire. Is that the correct term? And I think that's what maybe contributed to men having outside women, because they believe that the woman they live in the house with, that quote unquote, the woman may not be able to explain themselves and say, okay, well, I'm going through this, and just give me a period of time, and they just shun the men, and the men leave and they go and look for other people.
But the other people still going through menopause just down the road, just down the road from us. Yeah, they are too. Yeah.
So, and it is, and as we said, men in middle-age crisis. I look at some men dressed maybe in their 70s and the 80s, and you see them in their short pants and they stall socks, and and they look young again. And I believe that one of the reasons why, I don't know, I could be wrong, but one of the reasons why I believe that, some ladies, when they growing up, maybe they don't dress, but when they are 50, 60, you see they dress up all nice and the hair always does up and stuff. I want to believe that is because when they're growing up, maybe they have so many children and they take care of the children, and they reach a stage now where they don't have them children anymore, so they could spend on themselves. That is my belief.
Okay.
So they spend on themselves and they make themselves look nice. But
Thank
that's
you
a very
so much.
important topic.
Yes,
and
it is.
want to believe that when persons go to marriage counseling, that they should stress more on menopause. Let menopause and andropause, if it's for the men.
Yes.
Let the pastors tell the men about it, because a lot of men are not educated, and when the ladies go through that, they don't help them through it. They need the support. When we ladies go through menopause, we need the support of the men. We need to know that you're there in the night. Sometimes we hot. The man says, take off the fan. I want no fan. I feel hot. You understand? So
Yes,
it's
that's
real
true.
kind of stress.
True, it's a lot of stress.
Yeah, it's real kind of stress for we women when we go through the thing. So both sides have to be educated on that topic. Thank you very much.
You're
Have a
welcome.
good day.
Take care.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Yes, Claire, she makes some valuable
Yes,
points
it is.
there.
And you remember when we spoke about menopause, I said the same thing, that, men are not educated way on how women, because it's accepted in worldwide that women go through menopause. We do. And there's no if, ands, or anything about it. When you start hitting your 30s, suddenly you get perimenopause. So you start getting hot flashes, and so, I know what that is. So, why you're so hot? And then as you go older, it happens. And the world accepts it, and we accept it. But on the other hand, that's why we are doing the male version of it today, because men do go through that. But the difference just between us and you? We speak about it. Okay. Men internalize everything that and it hampers their mental health, because if a man is going through say erectile dysfunction and he doesn't talk about it to anybody and he just have it there, it would not get better, and it makes you get worse, because you have the stress, you have the anxiety, you cannot sleep, you cannot do this, and nothing is working for you. But if you go talk to a doctor or someone, you talk about it, it will release some of this tension and the stress that you're going through, because guess what? You are not the only one that is going through that. We women accept we're going through menopause. We don't hear we hiding. Everybody see us watch. Look at us. We fanning like we're going mad. You hot, you fanning. And as I said to you, when Caucasian women are going through menopause, we all know their face is as red as cherry because the blood rushes through, and you're hot. We accept that we're going through that. And again, if Jolene is listening, he's going to say, well, this is the way men grew up and this kind of thing. But when are we going to break that mold, Jester, of men having the hard conversation about it? Your ego, take the ego out of it. Because you're not the only one that's going through that.
Yeah, but as the lady said a while ago, it's the way we do accept that ladies do go through menopause, and it's a tough time for them, right? But I believe again, sometimes the way they shun the men off, you have to be careful.
But I don't think you understand. As how we don't understand what you go through, you don't understand when you're going through menopause, Jester. It is. it's a very uncomfortable thing. And as you hear the lady say, sometimes you lose your sex drive. It is true. Because remember, things are drying up around you. There's nothing to give you that drive to do anything anymore. And that's why you have hormone replacement therapy. Because your hormones are dying, your ovaries are dying, everything inside you dying. So when men approaching their ladies at night or whenever to have intercourse with them or something, they really and truly don't feel like doing it because of what is going on with their body during menopause. And a lot of men don't understand, and this is the reason why this is what we are doing, so that people could understand. Women have to understand men, as well as men has to understand women when they're going through that. Amen. But it says, do I need hormone replacement therapy, which is HRT? It says your GP may also order a blood test to measure your testosterone level. If the results suggest that you have a testosterone deficiency, you may be referred to an endocrinologist, a specialist in hormone problems. If the specialist confirms this diagnosis, you may be offered testosterone replacement to correct the hormone deficiency, which would relieve your symptoms. This treatment may be given as an injection or a gel. And it talks again about your libido loss. Good morning, Veronica Edwards. Ingrid Bourne, good morning. Kathleen Lord, good morning. Ruth Chiteman, good morning. We have a lot. Ria Buddy, good morning. We have a lot of people that is tuning into this. We have a call. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Clifford?
Yes.
You gotta
go
leave
closer to your phone and speak up. Unless your testosterone level just drop there from...
I'm close enough to my phone. Yeah. And you see that on both sides, I think everybody seems to be right, everybody seems to be wrong.
What you mean wrong?
We can't wrong and right at the same time.
Well, he looks so.
Meaning what?
He looks so because some of the things we're saying is right, some of the things we're saying is wrong.
Okay. What?
Right?
Tell me something we said that is wrong.
Well, some people trying to give the impression that when women going through the menopause, men not aware of it and will take it off.
No, they didn't say that. The lady did not say that.
Well, I'm getting that feeling.
That's not a feeling you should get. You should listen to what is being said. Take note, and when you call back to make the comment, she didn't say men don't understand. Jester also just explained that yes, men understand what is, but it's the way we women behave when we are going through menopause that is causing the issue at home.
Right, but I'm saying that happens, and men is aware of it, women is aware of it.
Well, we must be aware of it. We're not going through it.
But sometimes it just happens that people might fly up in different tempers and whatnot, but it's a thing that affects both sides.
Well, yes.
Both sides. Men have been heavily affected, women are heavily affected.
So that's what we're saying.
But I did not know, too, that you have anything called menopause.
It's called andropause.
Well, I never heard it. I heard you spoke about it first. I can't say that I heard it before. But I think it's a standard understanding that we, as human beings, have to get to understand. And I think that's where the problem is. We're not getting to understand it. But both people are affected by it. Both.
Yes. It's a reality in life.
Yes, it is a reality.
So let me ask you something. You're a grown man. If you're a grown man, and if you tell yourself that, okay, you're not performing as you ought to, would you hold it a secret there and don't go get help, or just sit down there and say, you know what, everybody's saying that I'm good.
No, I will try to get all the help.
Well, thank you very much. You're a grown man. Yes. And this is that we're speaking to grown men today.
Yes. I will try to get all the help. And I know that a lot of us men look for help.
And a lot don't.
Well, yes, I will agree that a lot don't look for help. Again, some people blame things on other things, Like, for instance, this thing about if you have a young woman, you will keep young and whatnot. Whatever woman you have, when the time comes, age is going to step in. Whatever man you have, when the time comes, age is going to step in.
Yeah.
When age step in, physical things cannot be done. You can't walk properly again, you're having waist pain, you're having back pain, all those things happen.
Yes.
But you still want to live your life. Nobody don't want to continue living their life. I mean, I sorry I have to say it.
It's what I was saying. It's not about that. And what we are saying that when a lot of men reaches midlife crisis, whether you have a wife or you don't have a wife, they reach midlife crisis and they tell themselves, okay, the wife that I have home, she old just as me. I want to be young, I want to feel young. So you're going to get a younger person, way younger than you. That could be your daughter, to make yourself feel that you have life and you're agile and everything like that. That is what we're talking about. Not talking about the age and so, because we all are getting old.
Yeah, well, I don't intend to go that way about looking for a younger thing and whatever. You know, I want to make sure I always have a thing.
You always have a what?
I always have a thing, but I don't want to look for
what thing?
Well, in the form of...
You could function properly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm speaking about.
No. When he says have a thing, I was wondering, because I said young women and old women, and I thought he was calling woman a thing, so that's why I asking him what thing.
No, I don't refer to women.
But thank you so much. Grown man. All right, thank you, Clifford.
Performance is there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Because Claire, that's a form of death. If you lose that thing, it's a form of death. That is forced death.
But that's what I'm saying, Jester. That is the reason why you have to be able, as a big man or a grown man, to accept that things are going to happen to you and seek help out there. It is not that you're calling it on yourself, I mean, some of us, yes, because of the lifestyle that we live, we help create what we are going through right now. But it is something that happens in your health vision. It happens. But so when we sit there and we think that we are going through this and we're going through that and we aren't telling nobody because we're afraid that people look at us. The same person that talking about you today that are going through that, they're going through that tomorrow just the same way too. It is a cycle. It's vicious, but it's a cycle. And as my friend Snag always say, we have to have the hard conversation about things. Because there are a lot of men, Jester, that are in high position wearing jacket and tie and suit and all that. Why do you think they end up in the rum shop at the end of the day? Because they're not talking about what is happening to them.
But from where I sit, and at my
and I know
age,
where you're sitting, go ahead.
If I have to advise men out there, like, I would say exercising is very important to really maintain that sort of, vibrancy and erection. Taking lots of vitamin C, because remember, the body don't store vitamin C.
Right.
You have to. Vitamin C is very important. Sleep is
key.
Is good to really good. And then one thing that you got to realize again, Claire, you're not, a lot of men, you're not in your 20s. So you don't want to do certain things as when you used to do it in your 20s. For example, maybe when I was like 19, 20, you might go there, do something here, and not talking about in one night, or something within 24 hours. You deal with 3 different women, or you make 3 wrongs. We talk, big people talk here, right? When you're 45 and 50, 55, you can't really do that. I mean, you could probably do it, but you'll just be killing yourself faster fighting to do that. So you have to know how to poise yourself.
If you're calling for the program, it's 4420175. So yes, Jester, it says the next one, libido loss when men don't want sex. That's kind of hard to believe, right? Based on the research, the desire for sex, your libido, tends to lessen with age in men. A 2019 study studied more than 12,000 45-year-old men found that about 1 in 20 reported low sexual desire or low libido. But sex drive varies between men, so how low is too low? It's like, how low can you go? There is not any kind of universally agreed option upon this definition of libido. The key is that it is bothersome, says urologist Peter Bajic, medical doctor, a specialist in men's sexual health at Cleveland Clinic. So you see, the research that I did, I went and studied to go by doctors' reports and everything. So, because as I say, I don't want anybody bash me and say a bashing men.
You keep stressing on that.
We have a call. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. I would have really liked to hear myself saying what I'm saying because I'm calling on the phone and I'm listening to you from a phone.
Yeah, but you can't because if you do that, we're gonna hear feedback.
Okay, that's all right. Menopause is a good thing to make you aware of your body changes. And by the way, sorry, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning
A
to you.
nice program.
Thank you.
I listened to it once and I didn't know when again you're going to have it. So I really appreciate it. I put on the phone this morning and the first thing that shows up is Real FM.
Mhm.
So I go on my phone app and get you all to listen to you all again this morning.
Thank you.
This program is so nice. I wish that every man in Grenada or woman in Grenada could be listening to this program because you taught me a lot on menopause, things I experienced for myself, going through it,
Mhm.
and things that I hear that I don't even know what menopause could have done to people. I see a woman one time, she sweats so much that is like if she's actually bathing.
Mhm.
Water just wetting that woman down. And I was like, Miss, why are you sweating like that? She was combing somebody and she was like, menopause that doing me that, you know. But I going through menopause and it's different. Everybody in
Yeah.
life,
Yeah.
I think
Mhm. It's different.
everybody has it different.
Mhm.
I have hot sweat, gets hot flashes.
Yes.
But I will tell you what I experienced with my hot flash. My hot flash is like when you drink too much of alcohol. So if you drink alcohol, it makes you feel sweaty. You feel like a heat take you.
Yes,
and
that's
you
what it
just
comes
sweat,
at.
sweat,
Mhm,
sweat.
mhm.
Yeah. You don't sweating like
That's
sweat
not
like
normal.
sweat running you down.
No,
Right.
it
just
creeps up
fills
to your
body.
elbow and your
That's
back,
right.
around your
It
neck.
makes your
That's
bones.
yes.
It make your bone feel weak.
Oh, I didn't used
Like
to get
it
weak.
breaking.
I used to just hot and double hot, hot babe and hot flash.
Yes, and then sometimes it puts you in a mood swing. I want to tell men out there, when your girlfriend going through certain things in life, sit down and listen to them because sometimes they don't even know for themselves that they are going through that. Because I was going through it and I didn't know it was menopause and I was in my 30s. I'm 48 years old now and it is not bad because then you have to change your food.
Yes.
You have to change
Eat
what
a
you
lot of beans, a lot of legumes is going to
Watch
help
me.
you.
The amount of split peas and lentil peas, and it's like sometimes it makes you give you a craving, like if you're pregnant when you feel to eat certain things, the way it gives you a craving. So if people think it don't give you a craving, it does give you a craving for certain food.
Like everybody goes through it differently.
That's
Yes.
what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
So I use a lot of lentil peas, I use a lot of split peas, I use a lot of beans.
And you know,
Sometimes
if
I
you
just
could get chickpeas.
chickpeas.
Oh, yeah, that
Right.
is really good too.
Gosh.
Yes. Yeah, chickpeas is
And
good.
then sometimes I just cut up a whole set of vegetables, lettuce, cabbage, cucumber, everything in one bowl, and I just sit down and I eat that.
Yes.
And then I just cannot get rid of the Coke. I'm trying to get rid of the Coke, but sometimes it makes me, because that is my favorite drink from ever since, it's kind of a hard
You should try.
for me.
Let me tell you something. The Coke is just pure sugar, and so it's not helping you in any way or form, and a lot of caffeine. So,
And it's part of, it helps it, it makes it worse,
so let me tell you what to do. If you want to have something sweet or so, or you want something with
I don't
flavor,
drink juice. I don't
not
drink
even juice. Put some sliced lemons, and put it in water and drink. And you can just add a little bit of honey, just to give you a little bit of and cut the Coke.
Right.
I'm telling you. No, you try harder.
I try.
Yes, try harder.
Yeah, at times I feel like no Coke at all today or no soft drink today, and I make some juice. That's when my mind says something.
Mhm.
And then at times I drink it. I used to drink 4 Coke for the day. I
Oh.
reached down to 2.
Okay.
And sometimes none at all.
Another
Yeah,
thing
I
that you
try.
can do, if your mint leaves is all over the place.
I have mint. I
Okay.
actually grow mint. So
And
I
there's
know I
orange.
must drink a little.
So
I
there's
don't drink a
orange or
little.
mandarin or tangerine in season right now.
Right.
And you
right.
have tea bag, either green tea or whatever tea bags you have.
I saw research on tea bags and coffee. I think it's not really good for it.
It depends on what tea bag it is and how much you use.
Yes, that's right.
Everything is in
Because
moderation.
When I started going through that, I started to look up now on Facebook and YouTube and see things that would help me. You see that flaxseed, that somebody
Oh,
was
it's
telling me
good.
flaxseed is not good for it. But you see flaxseed and sea moss,
Yes.
that is the bomb for it.
Yes.
Yes,
Because
it
sea moss
helped
has
me,
this
and I
all this
saw
thing in it, yeah. So
Yeah,
let me
I
tell
saw
you,
it on
I'm
Facebook.
trying to get you out of the Coke, so listen to me.
Okay.
Boil your water. Put it in a jug or something, not plastic. You could get a glass one.
Glass, yeah, because when you have that, you cannot use plastic. only.
Right. So you put a couple leaves of mint in that water with a tea bag and some, they peel an orange and peg it. Cut it and
Right,
just
and
drop it in the
throw it
water.
inside of it.
And let it steep for a minute. You can drink it warm. You can put it in your fridge and drink it in next day. You can just warm it up. It's going to take away the Coke thing on you. Stop drinking the Coke.
Yeah. Trying.
All right. Thank you so much. When you come here and when you call here, you're getting it straight. I'm beating around no bushes for nobody. Just cut it out.
Yeah. And how often do you have this program on that? Because
Every
I really
Tuesday.
Think I need to know.
Every Tuesday.
I need to know more too. And I think some of the men outside they should tune in that, because you know why? When you're telling them for yourself that look at what has happened to you when coming for sex time, and you're telling them how you feel and you're not in the mood and things like that, they don't tend to believe you. I'm saying based on what I experienced. They don't believe. They think it's something else. They think it's somebody else. They thinking it's all different things. So I think men supposed to. I don't know how they go get to know.
So, well, no, that's why we have. That's why we have programs like that every Tuesday. We have different programs every Tuesday. So if you listen every Tuesday, you will learn something about yourself.
The first time I listened to it, it was a while, and I thought, well, that was just a one-day thing.
No, every Tuesday.
It's just this morning I get up and I put on the phone and I hear it again. So I said, no, I called the wrong number to get to you.
I heard it. That's why I said call for 420-175.
Oh, you want to tell me that?
Yes, I'm the one who told you that. All righty.
Okay,
so take care of yourself.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
You too. All right.
So Claire, realizing from the conversation, right? I believe that the couple, they need to sit down and talk.
Yes,
especially
you have to have the conversation.
They need to have the conversation.
Yes.
Look at some point in time what is likely to happen, what are the effects, look how you and I could be affected in what way and the other way, whatever.
Should we take the call?
Yeah, why not? Take the call.
Good morning.
Yeah, coffee in the morning again.
Yes, sir.
Jester and Claire, I sat there and basically refusing to call because I'm really learning.
Oh, okay. So go back and write.
And Claire, I need you to take a bow.
Where we going?
Both yourself.
You going in Netherlands with us?
Not Amsterdam.
Amsterdam? Okay.
No,
all right.
But I need you to take a bow yourself and just very, very educational program. But you know what happened? I believe the time will have to come because you see, Claire, you just do some deep sea diving where your research is concerned.
I have to.
And as the caller before I called says that, and one recent, that they learn so much from your program, things that they had never known. And, many of the time, people will go to a doctor and ask for advice based on how they feel. And a doctor is like a lawyer. When you go to ask a lawyer advice, he charges you for the advice. Whenever you go to the doctor and explain to the doctor how you feel, he charges you when he gives you the prescription. And I think the time will have to come, Claire, that you bless the heart of so many people on that radio station. I, for one, is willing to make a financial contribution.
Little?
With the, when I say that, you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
When I say a big financial contribution, I know you like to hear that.
Yes?
Yeah, because, people are reaching out to your program. So I don't know in what way you can be able to set it up, maybe an account, and I'm making sure that people will say, yes, we learn a lot from CJ, and we need to make a financial contribution towards that program, because I'm telling you plain, Claire, there are a lot of people that do call your program, and they meet me and they say, listen very carefully, that's an asset to Real FM. That lady is real good. And I am saying, the Bible says that he that liveth first must hold therein. I think that you have to put something in place that we can be able to make that financial contribution to your program, because you make that ultimate sacrifice to make people that is nothing you don't know and to help people. And that is why many people can be able to say, you had my darkness. So I think that you need to do that.
Well, the thing we can do, that people can do, is to sponsor the program. And doing that program, all your ads are going to play just on that mental health program.
Yes, and for the other people, I'm telling you, they are willing to do what I just say to help push the take about yourself and Jester.
Jester, we need to take about. Jester, take about.
Yeah, take about.
Thank you. All right.
Thanks so much. Claire, for those who don't have business, they may just want to make some form of contribution towards the program. I guess that's from a standpoint in which you speak as well. So.
There's Rhonda Hose that says it's nice to hear such a great topic this morning. The thing is, we try every Tuesday. Once I finish here, Jester, my brain is going next to what we're coming up with next because it's a learning process for me. When I'm doing research, I'm like, whoa, this is happening, that happens. I learn something from it every time too. I think we have a call. Good morning.
Good morning, CJ.
Good morning, and how are you?
I'm okay.
Good.
Listening to your program there. Something came to mind as it relates to women and menopause, and I think a lot of us didn't know to that same thing too. What came to my mind is acceptance.
Bingo.
Acceptance, CG.
Yes.
Now that we know men go through it, it's both male and female. One, when the women start having the signs, as we would see, most women go into denial. And I heard a lady said, one of the callers speak about the amount of alcohol that is being consumed.
She said,
and I
hold on, no. She said that when you're going through the menopause, it makes you feel as though you drink alcohol and the heat, it's like alcohol heat you going. That's how it feels to her.
All right, then,
she didn't say she'd consume a lot of alcohol.
Okay, right. So then maybe I heard. Because I know of a family member who was going through this menopause thing, and it was like that person could stay in the bathroom from sunrise to sunset because it was like heat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Heat. Everybody experiences it
differently.
Everybody experiences it differently. But the thing about it is accepting the fact that you're going through that stage in life.
It's like gray hairs. Not everybody accept that they are going gray. They die. Their hair get brown. You get black. You get gray. Accept that you're getting old and grays and not making you old. It makes you distinguished.
But as it relates to the men, something, I don't know, I wouldn't say something is definitely wrong, but the men don't believe that this is happening to them. They only see it as with the women. And they would go out there and do all kind of things, spend all kind of money to ensure that they remain, as we will say, in pinker form. But this is a part of life. And as we grow older, we get older, we have to learn to accept it. So that's why I said the word is acceptance. Now, Jester might be, and Jester, I'm coming at you there. Jester might be growing up full of vitality, full of life. Everything is working well for him. And suddenly, because the thing about it is that some people get warning signs from menopause, some don't get. So suddenly, Jester realize, well, I'm not the Jester I used to be. Something and adding up, something and working well. And Jester would take all his little money, all the little earnings he have, and go buy. Remember, Coffee just said about going by the doctor. Go by the doctor and spend all the money he has to find out, well, what is wrong with him, because he know that wasn't Jester. That isn't Jester. And again, the doctor would not let Jester know this is what you're going through.
Well, it depends on the doctor. If you go to a doctor that is your friend and you don't want to hear the truth, the doctor wouldn't tell you the truth. Go ahead thinking that nothing is wrong with you.
And Jester would just continue believing, well, I can't believe that, thinking that, I can't believe that is happening to me. I can't, something is wrong. I can't believe that, and that will just worsen the situation for him. It will just worsen the situation for him because he cannot come to terms with it. Nobody is assisting him to let him know, well, okay, this is what you're going through in life. And It is a reality. You have to accept it, and this is what you'll have to do.
Thank you so much.
But listen,
A lady speak about nutrition. A lady speak about nutrition. Okay? Sleeping. You understand? But we have some. Just I'm using you, I'm using you. I told you so. I told you on a call. I tell you, bashing you this morning.
Listen.
Hold on,
I'm starting to sing,
you
know.
Because there's a lot of jesters outside.
Oh, yes. Give it to him.
Okay, Jester, I'm just using your name.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
It is you, Jester.
Yeah.
There are a lot of jesters out there. And I'm saying Jester because I'm just using Jester.
Yeah, we could use it. They understand. You could just use me. You use it, man.
Are in their 60s and believe that they are 16. They're mistaking the 6. They are 60s and believe they are 16. Want to 60, but they want to live like a 16-year-old. Like a 16-year-old, you can run, you can do this, you can do that. Very few 60s that can run and do this and do that. You understand?
Yeah.
So, some of the jesters are not placing themselves in their category.
That's the thing.
They're not placing themselves in their category. Somebody called. Somebody said that, okay, when nighttime comes, they want to make 3 and 4 and how much wrongs. I don't know if it's
they golfing.
If it's really what they're doing.
I tell you, they're golfing.
Whatever it is. But then, after you make all these wrongs, you run here, you run there in one night, how do you feel next day? What are you doing to support, energize the body that you would have just released all that energy from? What are you doing towards that? How are you taking care of the body? And a lot of jesters out there are not doing it. Yes, I'm just using your name.
My back is broad, man. You can go ahead and use that.
So clear, the thing about it is that both male and female, the female is going through the menopause. They accept it. I shouldn't say they. We accept menopause as the end of our childbearing age.
Yes.
That's it. We accept menopause as the end of our childbearing age. But that does not mean to say it's the end of our sexuality. We can't do anything again.
True.
That doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that to us. It only tells us we have reached the
we
end
cannot procreate
of
anymore.
Our childbearing age. But that doesn't mean to say we cannot perform, we cannot walk, we cannot run, we cannot creep, we cannot whatever field you put us in. That doesn't mean to say we cannot walk there. But as it relates to the jesters, when that part of life hits them, they always feel that, okay, no, that can't be happening to me now. That has to happen to me now. I have to do something about it. I have to get on my feet again. I have to do something. And they go doing all kind of things and worsening their situation.
Quite true.
When that starts happening to them, the engine start. They can't go up the hill. They're driving on flat road, but they can't go with that speed again. And they tell themselves, well, nothing wrong with the vehicle. Nothing wrong with the vehicle. Just that it's not performing. The vehicle is not performing as it should. But they go by a mechanic. Mechanic check the vehicle. Everything is okay with the vehicle. Mechanic will tell them, well, this is it. Mechanic collect your money. If you find the vehicle no good, go and drive again. But they go driving down the road, wheel fly out. And that, you understand? And on top of that, as I said, they're in their 60s, but they want to live as a 16. So they will do all kind of things to make the 16-year-old girls feel that they are good at it. They can drive. And then you hear the young girls saying, can't do nothing. How many of the jesters out there want to hear that kind of remark? In the home setting, the male have to be there for the female have to be there for the male, as it relates to that what we are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The men does not want to accept the mood swings of the women. Now that the women know men might be going through the same thing as them, they have to adjust.
Yep. Education is key. Education is key, honey. Yes.
But you see, men see themselves in their relationship, and the most important thing to them in their relationship, nothing but sex.
Mm.
That's all they see.
Mm-hmm.
When that cannot happen,
everything go down the hole. Everything all done. All I can do tutti all fall down.
Everything done.
Yeah.
But there is more to a relationship than sex.
Talk to them, my sister. Talk to them.
When you take all the moves, when menopause, both male and female steps in, the moles will be able to address it and address it properly.
When you write the book, you're gonna give me some royalty, please.
I ain't no book to write.
Okay, just ask him, just say.
I ain't no book to write.
Just say.
I using Jester.
Oh,
I
yes.
Jester.
Well, we're almost going to news in a few minutes. So when we hit another part again, you're gonna call back.
I ain't more for you.
You might get more. Yeah.
All right. I would like for the listeners out there to just remember the key thing in that, as it relates to menopause between male and female, is acceptance.
Yes, that's true.
And once you accept it, and you know, well, that is what I'm going through, that is what I have to deal with, everything will fall into place.
Exactly. Thank you, honey.
Have a good day.
Okay,
yes,
bye-bye.
All right, bye. Have a lovely day.
All right.
You see, Jester, I don't know how to say. She said it all.
Yeah,
she said it all. And you know, you are a big man. You are my good friend. We good like that. You said us do all kind of wrong thing, which is not true. People, is not true. I say things to him
not
sometimes.
True?
No, nah. I ain't admitting that for nothing.
Liar.
My nose ain't growing, so I'm not lying. I say things to you because I'm comfy with you. I want you, Jester.
Mm-hmm.
When you reach, it's going to happen, I'm telling you. When you reach that stage, I want you to be a big man, a grown man, not a big man, a grown man, and accept what is happening to you as natural.
Well,
because, no, hold on, I ain't finished. You may lips moving still.
Okay.
As natural. And not going around denying yourself or telling yourself, oh, I am just, that cannot happen to me. I play football. I do this and I do that. I announce sports all over the place. Everybody know who I am. I was in the GFA, and so that has nothing to do with when nature is making its call. Accept it. Because when you don't accept things and you live in denial, you're hurting yourself, you're hurting the people around you, and everybody else. Because you know what? Whatever is going through is affecting you mentally, and you cannot get rid of it.
Yeah, well,
be my grown man.
The thing about
and
it,
accept it when it
sometimes
comes. We have a call. Caller, we coming. Make your point.
You got to prepare yourself for certain things in life, because I mean that is something I know. As a matter of fact, myself and Brent who work at PTNs, we always say, well, you know, sometimes all what man doing, they know, you know, there will come a time.
And
so,
it's coming.
Yeah, it's like if you're working and you're preparing for retirement, you have to, you know, start conditioning yourself for something. So
let's take the call. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. It's Drumstick.
Well, Drumstick, you call. Drumstick. Go right ahead, Drumsticks.
You're doing an excellent job. And just stand up and when anything happens to you, just say that's what happened to you. Don't say that, right?
Accept it.
Accept it.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing an excellent job this morning.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you so very much.
I'm running now.
Okay, you're running?
Yeah,
I know you had to run. Take care.
Yeah, bye.
But Claire, the sad thing is that as the previous caller stated, that they're picking up money and go to the doctor when that time come.
Mm-hmm.
But some also pick it up and go to them young girls, feel the young angel.
Well, yes.
And then what is embarrassment that has been created for them for so many long.
It's 9 o'clock, Jester. Yeah. We have to go to news, and then we shall be right back.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest news update as produced by Triple N. The details when I return.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all or manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&N Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices. Or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&N Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Hello and welcome back locally. Industry players, including farmers and potential investors in Carriacou, showed their interest in the future of the nation's poultry industry in a recently held consultation held by the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources. The consultation featured presentations from Mr. Garvin Pear, poultry consultant, Ms. Gemma Bain Thomas on details and action plan, and Ms. Paula Phillips, planning officer. The input of stakeholders is crucial in shaping the future of the poultry industry and will help to create a sustainable and thriving environment for poultry farmers and consumers alike. The successful implementation of a poultry draft policy will promote increased local consumption, strengthen possibilities for poultry-based businesses, and decrease imports. Consultation on the draft national poultry policy will continue on the mainland. In the region, in St. Kitts and Nevis, the Investment Getaway Summit is all set to create history by uniting global citizens and experts from various industries on one platform in St. Kitts and Nevis. Through workshops and conferences, the summit aims to enhance connections and collaboration with investors, prospective citizenship applicants, and business people. It is also designed to celebrate the rich culture and heritage of St. Kitts and Nevis with the proper display of the unique offerings of the country. Beginning May 11th, 2024, the summit is all set to open doors to the attendees and share their ideas and collaborate with global experts from different fields. On the international scene, Pope Francis has said talks should begin to bring an end to the war in Ukraine, in comments rejected by Kiev but welcomed by Moscow. The war, which has cost thousands of lives, continues with little movement by either side.
Pope Francis, the leader of the Catholic Church, has urged an end to the Ukraine war and the start of negotiations. It's a position differing from Ukraine, the US, and its NATO allies in the European Union.
The word negotiate is a courageous word. When you see that, you're defeated. When things aren't going well, you have to have the courage to negotiate. One may feel shame, but how many will end up dead from this war?
And he criticised the argument of self-defence.
You say that you have this responsibility to defend yourselves, but then you realise that they have to bomb the others. That's not defending, that's destroying. And look what a war brings: death, destruction, children without parents.
The Pope's views have been sharply criticised in Ukraine. Ukrainian President Zelensky alluded to the Pope's comments, saying all religions in Ukraine are united in fighting Russia.
And in sports, newly crowned NCAA champion Rivaldo Marshall has thrown his name into a growing pool of promising athletes in the 800 meter for Jamaica. The 22-year-old University of Iowa junior produced 1 hour 46 minutes and 96 seconds to take gold at the NCAA Indoor Championships held in Boston from March 7th to the 9th. This ends the latest news update as produced by Triple N. Thank you for joining us.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Seasons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Seasons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Seasons. Xpresions. Express your style with color by Xpresions.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Classic Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantimel in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made. Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726. Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
It is said, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Therefore, the authenticity of the beverage can only be acquired in the taste. A taste which is original to Antoine de Beauregard Industries and comes from a combination of spices and local rum, which can hold its own all over the world. Woodman, a strength which speaks for itself. A taste which stands out from the rest, bottled with care, which speaks to perfection. Try Woodman today and be stunned by a flavor as never before. Let your palate savor that which is produced locally. Do not be deterred by substandard products. Our taste speaks volumes and sets us apart from the competition. You will be satisfied with every sip of our product. Say rum, say Woodman, feel satisfaction. Now that's quality.
Tourism is me, tourism is you, tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitates cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business, tourism is your business, tourism is our business. Listen one and all, tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking, what you say when you're talking, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
Tourism is me, tourism is you, Tourism is everybody, and tourism connects us all.
Did you know that tourism generates revenue and foreign exchange earnings?
Did you know it stimulates infrastructural development and facilitate cultural exchange among people?
You must know tourism is linked to all industries,
from agriculture to construction.
So support the industry today and be welcoming to all our visitors.
Tourism is my business. Tourism is your business. Tourism is our business. Listen one and all. Tourism connects us all.
A message from the Ministry of Tourism
and the Grenada Tourism Authority.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Angie, don't you know that you should not fly kites near electrical poles and wires? You should only fly it in open areas. If the kite gets stuck, it can cause power outages throughout the village.
Then I'll just pull it down, Johnny. Simple.
No, you shouldn't do that. You can get shocked. You should call Grenlec at 237 and they will come and help.
Alright.
Grenlec, energize.
Jester, we're
yes,
back.
Claire.
We're back. You don't have to answer me so professional.
What do you call me?
Of course I called you.
So you don't want me to answer?
I didn't say Jester, I said Jester. Who is calling at this time of the morning? Whoever is calling, I can't answer your phone at the moment. I'm sorry. But you'll have to send a message to me and I'll call you back after I got your number. So, we are talking about when men do not want sex, right? And it says it's caused by libido loss. When you lost your libido. You know what your libido is, yeah?
Yes,
okay.
your drive for sex.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Okay, right. So, it says your libido tends to lessen with age in men. A 2019 study of more than 12,000 45-year-old men found that about 1 in 20 reported low sexual desire or low libido. But sex drive varies between men, so how low is too low? I stopped there when we start getting the calls. There's not any kind of universal agreed upon definition of low libido, but the key is that it's bothersome, says urologist Peter Bajic, medical doctor, a specialist in men's sexual health at Cleveland Clinic. So what exactly counts as bothersome? If your sex drive has dropped, but is not a sign of serious health issues and doesn't bother you, it might be fine to ignore it. But if low libido causes personal anxiety, depression, or relationship stress, it might be time to seek some help. Partly, this is a function of how long it lasts. It's normal to lose interest in sex occasionally, says Bajic. For example, if you didn't sleep well the night before, or if you're recovering from an injury, your libido might drop. If you broke your leg, sex might not be at the top of your priority list, says Bajic. But if your loss of interest in sex lasts long enough to become bothersome, it's time to see a doctor. It can be important both for your physical and mental health and also for the health of your intimate relationships. If you're a couple, it affects both of you, says Bajic. You were saying that earlier on.
Well, of course, Claire, I think what is being stated there is just quite obvious. I mean, I don't think I could say anything much again. I mean, it just reveals itself what is being stated there.
You know what I discovered? When topics like that come and it's thing, your voice lifts up, man. You have gusto, you have mojo. But the other time, other times, I have to say, Jester, come on, lift it now. Lift it, not my gosh, it's me that here. Okay, so let's know. It says, what is libido? It says, before discussing causes, let's first talk about how libido is and isn't. Men can often confuse low libido with erectile dysfunction, or ED as they call it. ED is the inability to get or keep an erection, says urologist Ravi Jagvazivan of UCLA Health. Libido is simply your desire for sex, while ED, which is erectile dysfunction, and low libido may occur at the same time and are often closely linked. They are quite different problems, he says. Your libido is powered in part by your overall physical health, including your genes and hormones such as testosterone. But it is not all biological. Psychological factors like stress and anxiety also influence your interest in sex, as do physical factors such as chronic disease. The desire for sex does drop naturally to some extent as we age, says Jayadivan, but there is no reason it should necessarily go away completely, even in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Again, we come back to Jester. How much care you take of yourself.
From the very beginning, if you are able at least to fire 303 at age 70.
Then you need an AK-45. You know, it all depends on how you take care of yourself. And so there are some people that are sick and, we are going to get to that. It happens to them that way. But it is not the end of the globe. It is not the end of the world. And we have to start thinking, as Ms. Ferguson says, start accepting what is going on with us. And the quicker we accept it, is the more we'll be less mentally distressed about it. Accept it. And especially if you are in a relationship and the person that is there with you is supporting you, you shouldn't have to go through that alone, per se, on either side.
That's what I'm saying.
That's where education is key. Education.
The dialogue is very, very important with the couple, you know. These are things that you need to talk about, you know, because there are a number of men out there who doesn't know what we are talking about and may not even accept that. You understand what I'm saying?
True. And that's why I said we are speaking to grown men. Yeah. Grown men. The big men may catch up, but the grown men knows what we are talking about. And if they like themselves or they like the people that is around them, they will seek help, because it's not you cannot be selfish and put your ego in the way, and because you feel that, I am going through that, I don't want anybody to know. You are not the only one that's going through it. Why is it that everybody knows that women are going through menopause? Because they accept that women are going through menopause. It is widespread that women reach a certain age and they go through menopause. As Ms. Ferguson says, your childbearing age is over. You understand? Everybody knows that, and everybody accepts this.
Because look at Clifford as a grown man. He never knew, as he said, he never
heard the word of andropause.
Yes,
you never knew that. And you see,
happening.
This is what and why we do programs like that, so that people that do not know what certain things mean, when they hear it, they can start doing research on it for themselves. Because, as I say, I don't just come and blah my mouth here and say things that I don't know. I do research. And because of my years of travel and being around so many different people, asking so many different, my vocabulary is wide.
Yeah.
Right? So I can figure out things. So when we do this program here, and people seem to think as, well, what are they talking about? They doing that? Are talking about men that when they can. Men is part of the equation. They are living in this world that we are all sharing. And you go through this, you go through certain things, you go through similar things, you go through worse things than we do. Nobody can tell if we don't have a libido or whatever. No one can tell. We as women, nobody knows.
Yeah.
Unless we say. And that is the difference, Jester, between us women and you men. We talk about it. Because when I hot like heck, I'm like, well, what is that? And I talked to a friend of mine. I said, do you go through that heat? Well, no, I don't get hot. Some of them don't go through anything at all. They just go normal. No heat, no nothing. What me with the hot babe that I am, I had to go through the heat myself. I get double heat, you know. Others just go from one, like they go bipolar, from one thing straight to the next, and it makes them crazy. And as you said the last time, when we were talking about menopause, some people actually go mentally ill.
Yes.
From going through menopause. Some people actually die because it is so bad. But hear what? The world know that we women go through that.
Mm-hmm.
So how come the world doesn't say that all you men going through it and you're not accepting it?
I think this program is helping to really bring it out now and really establish, just as it's been established and known of with women. We have to try to get the men to understand that it does happen.
So get us to understand.
Well, look at we start here already.
Yeah. Get you men here. Like when I say you, say us. Because when I'm talking about women, I said us. I include myself in the category of us as women go through a lot of stuff. But you know, the thing is, as I said, we do not internalize. Some do, you know. There are some women that don't say squat. And you see them suffering in silence. Claire here. I have no intention of suffering in silence when I could get rid of it and get help. We have a call. Good morning.
Good morning, CJ. Good morning, Jester.
Good morning.
Yeah, a wealth of discussion this morning, and that's the reason why I will always listen to Real FM. You see these kind of topics? Mm-hmm. It has to be had. And you all was on target this morning. And I'm glad that you all raised this issue of the male menopause, because apparently some of us don't know what this thing is. And hence the reason why you have a lot of men in rage. That's one symptom, rage.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a thing called rage. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right?
Mood
you have a thing
swings.
called compensation. Mm-hmm. You have a thing called deflated ego.
Yes.
You have a thing called mannerism. All these things will give you a clear indication of what you're going through. Right? It does not be your libido, your libido not working in. What do you call it? Libido? Not working in. But because of your deflated ego, your sense of always wanting to be appreciated and always see that male alpha figure. Mm-hmm. And you can't do it. Sometimes it does not happen. But in comparison to female with the menopause thing, I've been around and I've been seeing, people that go through this thing, and I tell you, it's not a good thing.
No, it's not.
But then again, life also begins at a certain age, you see. Mm-hmm. So you have to embrace one life from another. You can't be doing things when you were 16 years old, do when you're 60 years. Likewise, you have men doing things at the 60 and 70 that when I was 16 years, can't do that, because I see men running marathon now, 90 years,
yes,
80 years. Mm-hmm. I can't do that. If I try that, I die.
Because they train themselves. They train themselves.
You train yourself, right? Mm-hmm. Mentally, physically, and spiritually. This thing also has a spiritual part to play.
Yes.
So it all comes down to conditioning yourself, conditioning your mentality, your spirituality, everything. It takes the whole prong. Everything has to come into play here. So men shouldn't be so ashamed about this thing. I mean, it is what it is. It happens. But when it comes to what they call compensation, you will see a man buy a big old van or a big old car, a gas guzzler, that is his mind telling him that he's a man. Mm-hmm. But way down inside, he's not. His ego that's fooling him.
Yeah.
And that way you get the former self of pride. You get a foolish pride, you call that.
Okay.
But it's a good topic. I enjoy it.
So let me ask you a question. And I said I'm speaking to grown men. And I listen to you every day when you call Mr. Pierre, you call here. I put you in the grown man category. So if you start going through those changes, would you sit there and just say, me, I ain't going through that, I ain't going by no doctor or anything. Are you going to do that, or are you going to get up and go get help because there is help out there?
Right. So in that situation now, being the kind of person I am with my background, it could be very hard for me to kind of feel the effects of that, because I'm an outgoing person. I always are doing something. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to that, I always make best of my situation. I always enjoy myself. I will come on the road and talk with the guys on the block. I will say, watch, for that, they cook a pot out of the blue. So I'm a very spontaneous person. So these things on them, you see, you have to put things in your life, in your perspective. Read a book. When you go midnight, read something online. Edify yourself. Education never ends. You could be 1,000 years old. Education never ends.
That's true.
Every living day, I learn something new. And like you said this morning, I listen to you talk about you go to Amsterdam, and them is the happiest people in the world. And the airport, when you go on the beach in the airport, that happening right there in St. Martin.
Yes, St. Martin too. Yes, Dutch. Yes.
I experienced that myself personally.
Got to run from the beach, you know.
I experienced that. Right? You talk about the KLM Airlines.
Yes.
I think just one of the sister airlines just in Australia, they're leaving from Australia to New Zealand. That's a problem. These things, I get to know them because I read a lot. And I inform myself with things around the world, around me.
Yes.
Not only politics, not only things happening in Greater. Greater is only a small dot in the world. You understand? So men need to understand themselves. And I mean, we know it's Women's Month and Women's Day that's gone, but men need to also take charge of their lives and take charge of their family.
And accept things that is happening to them and not hide it. Don't internalize it. Yeah.
Because actually, and as someone I personally would not touch the incident that happened in the society because I also angry with that. But
yes.
men, you all need to masculate yourself. Stop this nonsense about you need a young girl to think. No. I'm a stern believer. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how good it is. As a son, I believe in getting your age group and stay in your lane.
I agree. Stay in your lane. Yes, stay in your lane.
Not 30 years old and you 60 years and talking about love is love and age is age. No.
No.
When I am 20 years, if I'm 20 years and you a year old, when I'm 40, you 20, that means I've seen you in a pram. I've seen you in the apartment. What the hell? I mean, that's what I think, but teach his own. Everybody might not agree with me, but that's my view.
Yeah. So let me ask you something now. When you see the big beast of KLM, isn't that a big beast?
Have a good morning, folks.
All right, take care.
Yeah.
You know, and what he said makes a lot of sense. And it's the same thing I was talking about when you're 60 and you go and you like somebody 20. You're looking for your death, honestly. You're looking for your death. And you feel that, I always remember that man, David Letterman. He used to be on late night show on TV, on ABC or wherever. And in his whole life, he didn't have a child. And in his old age, he got somebody and he had a baby. You go to the park and they said to him, "Oh, Jester, your grandfather is here to pick you up." That he was the daddy. That's how, when you're old, you're not supposed to interfere with certain things and accept the age that you're in and walk with it. We have a call. Good morning.
Good morning, advisor. I have the cool, I can't still laugh.
Yes.
I enjoy your program.
Thank you.
Jester, good morning.
Colonel, good morning, my dear.
And hold your lane. Don't let nobody run in your lane to show you up.
No, that can't happen.
Well, I taking offense to all, because all you always think that I'm doing Jester something and I ain't doing Jester. I love Jester.
What Clay can do me? Clay can do me anything.
Exactly, tell him.
Hey, a big man like you don't underage. You know I like that program. No matter how the cool. And many times, sometimes when the program are run out already. But this morning I listening. How much time? I pick up the phone and call him, but I can't get you.
He busy girl.
Perhaps. I enjoy that program. And you know, Pastor called this morning and Pastor says something. And he don't lie. All you need something to buy like a tonic for that program and them. Yes. I sit down there and I listen Pastor and I say, Pastor, you talk a book. I mean, everybody won't have, everybody won't give. But whosoever have, they need like a tonic and like a vitamin that they educate us. Are you better than liar? Are you better than teacher? Well, you call police because are you doing everything? In truth, you know.
Thank you.
The whole last week are they in the hospital?
I know, no radio.
I was sick for hospital, but are they in the house? The radio do play. My consolation is putting on the radio and but I had no idea. When I close it again, I come back and do the same thing, you know? Because I cost time, and that is after God. That is my consolation.
I hear you.
So I sit down here, I had the cold, but I listening to you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
So it means that means Ken would turn in that band, you know?
No, it's stick. I'm lot of them band boss on that station. Yes. I think we have another call. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning. I think that
lost that call.
You lost that call. You can call back. We have another call coming. Let me see. I am going to lock you. Okay, let's see. Good morning. Hello? Hello? I think we're losing that call. Good morning.
Morning, Clay.
Again, you call in. Who back you taking now this time?
I don't take nobody back.
Okay, let's go.
I don't take nobody back. I just called to tell you, you like that this morning, eh?
No, I'm
Keno and Mona and them throwing in their beat and pieces, and you like that, eh?
Well, it is for everybody. It is for everybody.
Yeah. It is
everybody.
For everybody. But,
yes.
I sat there and I'm listening to Keno and to Mona, and I'm saying, look at that. The elder folks, they are calling in and making their contribution, small as it is. You understand? They would have passed that stage years ago.
Yes.
Years ago. And I'm thinking the people who are being affected by the topic, why aren't they saying something?
They are listening.
We need them to say, you know. No, listening is one, but they could call and express themselves, how they feel, how they maybe just let us know. I was thinking that way, and I felt that way, and we have, I think, 2 ladies have called and spoke about it.
Yes.
I felt that way, and I was thinking along that line. But now that we have the program, I have a different. No, I know. I did so much.
You're breaking up. Where are you? You're breaking up.
I can.
Internet.
What I learned from you, I can share it with others. You understand?
Yes.
Because there are people who have the problem and they just don't know how to express themselves. You understand? But at the expectation, that might come up. And after listening to this program, somebody might say, well, I was listening to Real FM one day, and that is what it was speaking about. And I did.
Listen, your phone, I don't know, something, your internet is gone. You're gone.
Internet,
You're gone. So call back.
Yeah.
Call back.
Let me call you on the line.
Yes, please. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, it is true. I mean, it is a learning process, and Jester, and you see, that's why I say people think I'm taking advantage of you, but I'm not. I just like you to beat you up, and I just like I love you as my friend. Okay, I want you to come to Amsterdam with me. Good morning.
Yeah, Jester, but getting real blues, but we're friends still. Don't worry about that. Claire and Jester, the listening audience, it still boils down to education as what you and Jester is doing.
That's it. That's what I was speaking of.
Education. There are a lot of people that would not be able to call, as the lady said, because why? They are making sure that they take the time to listen. And that's the reason why me and I don't call. So as I said, it boils down to what we call education, no more, especially in men. And how do you, as we as men, take care of our body? The things that we eat, Jester, the things that we eat, sometimes we take our own teeth and dig our own grave.
True.
It boils down to being health conscious. It boils down to have a high level of self-control over what you put in your system as a man. Recognize how important it is to take your regular check from your doctor. Having a wife or a girlfriend that also conscious of your health as a man, to know what she also is putting in the pot for you, and you also have to know what you're putting in the pot for her. Typical example before I go. The 26th of April, I will be 69 years old.
What?
And I don't feel this thing.
You don't look that way too.
I feel that I am half of my age. And at that age, I am very health conscious.
Yep, you have to be.
I am 68 and I am not, I repeat, I am 68 now. I'll be 69 the 26th of April. And from then to now, I am not suffering from no chronic illnesses.
Thank God.
Yep.
None whatsoever. It's because of how I take care of my body, and Mama helps me to do that. Every morning, I have a special route that I hit, and I advise my young friends around, come with me on the walk. And I say, Pastor Lee, you think we mad? You think we crazy? But you say, boy, you do. Sometimes my wife does believe, hey, you doing too much. No. How many people know the importance of exercising?
A lot do, but they don't.
Why you lie down in the bed for make this sun? Listen, when I get up on a morning time and I leave my house, I put on my walking shoe. I put on my Bobby socks, man. I put on my short pants. I have a variety of them. I put on my armless jersey, man. I take my black jurag and I put over my head. I have my stick. I leave my house. I go down Paradise Junction. I go across Saltfish Hall into Paul's Airport, cross that boat bridge, come to Simon, hit across Paradise Bridge, keep left to Tabo, go on top Telescope, pass in front of school, come down Telescope Junction, come in front Progress Park.
Okay, sure, enough now.
Man, I'm telling you, Claire, I want all you know. I want all you.
Listen, let me tell you something.
I want all you.
I am a walkathon. You cannot keep up with me. Just
Claire,
know that.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
I know, and I could eat my own pudding. Let me tell you, I am the walker. I start to enough.
And in final analysis,
yes,
because of how I keep myself, I know you like to crack up, it come in. The way in which you start already. The way in which I keep myself, the things that I eat, as Mama, I'm fine and all 6 cylinders.
Well, look at you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, big man talk.
They're grown man.
Yeah, big man talk.
Ferguson, I think you could call now because the line was blocked there for me. But just it is, as it says, education, and we keep saying it's education. We have to learn to educate ourselves on things, and we have a call. Good morning.
Good morning, Claire.
Hello there. And how are you? I am good. Now that you call?
I think this is one of your highest rated programs.
I think so too.
I believe that.
Let's forget it. Let me correct that statement. This is your highest rated program this morning.
I think so too. Yeah.
Well, just a good morning to you. How
good morning to you. Good morning to you, sir.
Right. You guys sounding really chipper this morning. Claire, you hit this one out of the park this morning. And Jester, your participation is really driving it to the next level.
Thank you.
What struck me this morning, Claire, and I'd noticed it before at another event. This program, you said it was about men.
Mm-hmm.
What's the majority of your callers are?
Women.
Thank you. So you see, the man is not even looking out for themselves, but yet still the woman is looking out for the man.
That's we are made in nurturing kind. That's why.
Yeah, you understand what's going on, right? So my contribution this morning is to say thank you, Claire, for this program. I know we spoke about this some months ago. You grabbed it by the horns, wrestled it to the ground, and took advantage of it and ran.
I take advantage of you too. Don't forget to tell people I take advantage of you too.
But you have to spill the beans like that. Why?
Yeah, because they think it's only Jester take advantage of. So there is another partner in crime.
Well, I don't know nothing about no crime. I'm an innocent person. I'm innocent. I am not bothered with no crime.
Okay.
Somebody asked me a question, I would answer honestly and to the point.
Yes.
No BS, as they would say.
I totally agree, yes.
Yeah, BS zone. So, I can't say anything else. All the callers has called and expressed exactly what I was thinking and how exactly the way I was feeling about this program. And it is just hitting all the strokes on the head, completely on the head. For every man, it starts with you. For every woman, it starts with you. The only thing I would say here is for a lot of our men, especially in the Caribbean, we're conditioned in a way that is not good for us from a child. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. When a child is born, everybody is like, oh, little baby, like cuckoo kaka. Brother, sister, let's say they're twins, yeah? Male, female. The little girl and little boy is playing. The little girl falls down. Oh, sweetheart, come here. Brush off the knee, kiss it, boo-boo. The little boy fall down. Man, just brush off the knee and get up, boy. Everything is good. You're good.
True.
Get up. What are you crying for? Just a little thing. That's nothing. Slight differences make huge impact.
Yeah.
Huge impact. It goes on further. The little girl is doing well in school. The little boy says, nothing wrong with him. He good. You'll catch yourself. No, there's a problem. You need to pay more attention. You understand? He gets into adolescence. The young lady starts to see her cycle. Mommy, oh, yes, we have to take her to the doctor. Change her, check everything. Is she okay? The little boy is growing. He's going through adolescence too. You remember, I said they were twins, the same age. What are you doing for him? What are you educating him about taking care of himself, taking care of his health? Now, the little girl is now exposed to talking to a doctor about everything that relates to her. Could you think about anything more intimate than her first cycle? And you gone to the doctor and talking about that in a doctor's office?
Right.
Can you think of anything more intimate? What are you doing about the little boy? How do you educate him to take care of himself as he grows on into age? Yeah? Does he have a good relationship with his doctor to be open and honest and ask questions? If the doctor tells you need to take this pill, do you have the courage to say, why, doc? Why do I have to take this pill? What is this pill going to do to me? What's the side effects? Good or bad? Yeah? Do we question them? All these things condition men to start behaving in a certain way. Yeah? And then the men, you're in the neighborhood and you're watching what the men do. Your mother and your father may be telling you, this is the way to behave, blah, blah, blah. But when you're in the environment, this is what you see in front of you. Saying and doing is two different things. You're listening to your mother and father, but you're seeing everybody else doing differently from what they're saying. Which you think they're going to follow? Which you think they're going to adapt? That person has to be really strong, and the support system has to be really strong to say, yes, that's what you're seeing, but that's not the way you should be going. And continuously enforce it so that they can get an understanding of themselves. Yeah? And the pastor just said the amount of time he walks and he takes care of himself. Pastor didn't just start doing that yesterday.
No, not at all.
That's a lifestyle.
Yes,
pastor
it is.
Choose to adopt.
It is.
Right? Now, they say Grenada consumes the most alcohol. Alcohol and sugar is two of the worst things you can put in your body.
True.
Yeah? Two of the worst things in your body. And what we consume the most is sugar and alcohol. That destroys your body. So, again, your lifestyle, how you choose to live, how you choose to interact with people, how you choose to deal with people, all have an impact with you. So, Claire, this morning, you and Jester, I'm telling you, you hit this one out of the park. I can't say anything else about this program. It is fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. Believe it or not, this was my sixth time calling.
Really? Wow. We bought like that. Yes.
Yeah.
And
you're bad in a good way.
Yes, thank you. The thing is, though, when I finish right here, my head is already going, what next are we coming up with? Because when you look around you in the area that you live and people that you meet, and you see the desperation on people's face, and a lot of people do not know what's going on, I look for topics that can go right home to each and every one of us, that we can make a difference in our lives. So then we start with the negative, and then we have to change all the negatives into the positive. So here's my question for you. And I said I'm talking to grown men. If it reaches a stage where libido goes south and ED comes north, are you grown enough to accept that this is happening to me naturally and go to a doctor and talk about it because you have a wife and you have a significant other that needs you?
Well, Claire.
Yes, sir.
This is something that is right home with me. I am 60 years old, turned 60
You're
last
60?
December.
Yikes.
Pastor thought he's 60, he's going to be 68, 69.
Well, you look damn good. I can't tell those American damn.
Thank you. I appreciate the compliment, and I'll take it. Thank you. I'll accept it with grace. All of that is to say, both male and female andropause, menopause, it is real.
Real.
It is real.
Mm-hmm.
It is real. It's as real as you walking down the road in the dark and stomping your stool and busting it. That's how real it is. As my daughter would say, it's real as a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yes.
Be real with yourself. First, you need to accept yourself, accept your age, accept where you are, and do things appropriately that will better your life. Exercise, eat properly. And the most important thing, just as I said, and I think it went over a lot of us heads, is rest.
Mm-hmm.
Rest. Life today is extremely stressful. Stress is not good.
It's not.
The only time in the past we used to experience stress was really when we have to run from something or fight something. No, stress is every day, every minute.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the smartphone? That smartphone is not dumb, eh?
No, it's not. It has to know how to stress you. Believe me.
Exactly. And the phone don't stress you, you know. You allow the phone to stress you.
True.
You controlling the phone.
It's true.
You turn on the phone.
No,
you
people let the
choose to
phone
go on
control
the
them.
phone.
The phone control a lot of us.
Exactly. And all these things are designed specifically to get you hooked on it.
That's true.
It is designed specifically to get you hooked on it. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah? Claire,
So,
again,
thank you
so
so
much for
very
allowing me
much.
the opportunity.
Thank you.
This is a tremendous show. I'm telling you right now. I actually came out of my office into my car just to make the phone call.
Oh, well, you see how much I love you.
Wow.
You see?
And I'm going back on YouTube to listen to you on my headphones while I try to
Thank you. Thank you. Means a
Have a
whole lot
blessed
to
day,
us.
guys.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see you supporting your
Yeah, man. Yeah, I bleed maroon, man. Serious.
Yeah, he's the MDC man. He's ready for
That's
both.
what I mean. I did not attend high school in Grenada, so I don't. I'm still struggling to understand
which school did you go to?
the affiliation with high school.
Yeah, no. Which
in
school did you
Grenada.
go to on the end of the globe?
At the end of the globe, I went to high school. When at the globe, I went to a school called Monarch Secondary School.
I know where Monarch Secondary School is. I know that.
And that school was, in Greece, I think we really need to start doing that with our education. That school allow you to go either to a university education or college education.
Yes.
In those days, they say trade.
Mm-hmm.
I chose to go there because my mind was going to be a heavy-duty diesel mechanic. That's what I wanted to do.
Oh, okay.
Till winter set in in my backside, and I said, no way I'm crawling under no truck in the middle of winter and ice falling on my
Yeah, I know
that
Monarch.
changed
Yeah.
it completely. That changed it completely. My first winter in a garage, I mean, no, this is not for
Nothing
you.
happening. I hear you.
Nope, that is
Well,
not
thank you
happening.
so much.
that's great.
We're going to talk.
Fantastic day.
All right. Okay,
Take
bye-bye.
care.
Jester, we are almost to the end of the program.
But you know, yes, and when he call, it always a breath of fresh air, man. Because
see, I love this man.
it gives me the impression that he always take time off. The topic comes, he take time off, it analyze what it is,
And then he calls.
then he calls.
Yes.
You know, so you have all these points.
We have another
whatever.
call. And everybody that is calling now, you have 2 minutes because we need to get as much people in as we possibly can. Go. Good morning.
Claire.
Yes?
Claire?
Yes?
I don't want to take more than 2 minutes.
Tell me, go.
The only thing I want to say is that I am so happy and pleased now to see that it is not me alone that realize accepting the condition is quite important.
Yes.
And in addition, the way we take care of our body is most important. We have persons calling and speak about exercise, what we put into our body will take us a long way.
Yes.
Claire, Jester, thank you for that program.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Yes, thank you.
And persons listening, and as one of the callers said, they would rather listen and don't call. Persons listening, I hope that you got something from the program and you will be able to make an adjustment if you are going through that, or you'll be able to pass on, help somebody who is going through that. Okay? I don't know how to thank you and Jester again for such wonderful programs. Educating us on things of importance in life is so much good. There isn't a word I can put together to describe that program that you're doing. May God richly bless you both and
Thank you.
strengthen that program from day to day. Looking forward to another wonderful program next week, the Lord's willing.
Thank you very much. You too. Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.
Jester.
Yes.
Sometimes it asks if the libido is all in our head, because some people think that they're going through this, and they like some people that take pain medication and then they get to depend on the pain medication whether they have pain or not. They need the pain, so they're saying that sometimes thinking that your libido has gone south is all in your head. We have a call.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Good morning.
Claire, good morning to you. It will be a miss of me if I don't say good morning to you. And
good morning to Miss
Matheson. Mrs. Matheson.
I'm not going to stay long. I just want to say hello to make you know that I'm on board.
I heard you. I saw you.
Mm-hmm. I changed your qualification. You are Dr. Clay. I call it psychologist. Right? You are Dr. Clay this morning, so we refer to you as Dr. Clay. And you did a wonderful program, a fantastic program. You talk a lot about menopause. And it is true, the way menopause affected men and women, and especially the men. As experience, I've seen men, when they go to bed, they lie down to sleep, especially my brother. When he wake up in the morning time, he got big blister on his back. A big blister, like he seem like he get burned by hot water. And that's what happened to your back. He say every night he go to bed, his back is on fire. So when he get up, he have a big blister on his back. And I told him that is menopause. He didn't understand what is menopause. I'm talking a few years ago. And I'm telling you, it is very, very worrying. But at least you're pointing them to the right direction. Some of them close their mouths because they don't understand. So you're pointing them to the right direction. So it is very, very educational what is said to us, and I'm really, really happy this morning just listening to you. So I'm not going to go into that. I learned a lot from people today to add with what they say and to put with mine.
Thank
have
you.
A beautiful day,
Thank you. Okay.
And just have a nice day. God bless you.
Yes, Mrs. Matheson. You have a lovely day.
Okay? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Jester, you remember I told you I went to Granville last Tuesday after the program, and I met this young woman, and she told me, fire Jester. She just online here saying, good morning, Claire and Jester. This is Antonia Rogers. I'm listening to you guys, and I'm enjoying the program.
Does she still want you to fire me?
No, she'll fire you again. We have a call. Good morning, Bain. Turn your TV off. Bain?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Claire.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Jester.
Good morning, Miss Bain.
Good morning. Another good topic.
Thank you.
Especially as you know, in the past, we always put the emphasis on menopause for women and not on men.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one, very educational topic. But one of the habits that I want to stress for men, even based on my own parents, we see that women, they have the habit of getting their physical every year.
Mm-hmm.
But men, they do not get into that routine. So I just want to advocate for men to get into the routine once they reach to like the middle,
40s.
like 30s or so, 40s, at least once a year, get a physical, because that's the way that anything that is developing, you can have early detection, and instead of it being a death, it could be life-saving.
Thank
that's
you so
the only
much.
thing that I want to advocate, along with all the other things that everyone had to say.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay,
bye-bye.
bye.
Thank you.
So Antonio went back to like us on the program this morning. Thank you, Antonio. I feel really, really humble this morning, Jester.
Yes,
because
for real, trust me.
You say the thing about what I was expecting is this is what we got.
Yeah.
We wanted to educate. We wanted people to come out and say what it is how they're feeling about this thing. And like I said, I was speaking to grown people this morning, not big people. Because a lot of us just get big and we think that we're mature. But the grown people knows exactly what it is that I'm talking about this morning and how we want to get people to know what is going on in their body and not hold things inside and make you feel, well, I ain't telling nobody that and I'm there and I'm suffering in silence. Speak. Go to see a doctor, especially when you have people in your life that wants to support you for what you're going through. Because if you have no support, I could see you on your own and you don't know where to turn. But once you have support, and whatever you do in a negative form of that, it does not only affect you, it affects the person right next to you.
Exactly.
Right next to.
Yeah, because this is a two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
If one is being affected, obviously it affects the other.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like they say when someone is sick in your house, your whole household is sick because you go through this stress with like everybody else with what's going on with the person in your household.
And you come back to acceptance.
Yes, and education.
Yeah, and not living in denial.
That's the thing, the word denial.
Yeah.
We always, a lot of us are denying things that are happening to us. It's like, you get up in the morning, you start having gray hair, you're starting to pull out gray hair, like by the time you catch yourself in front of your head ball. You're dying, you're 60 years old, but you hear jet black as anything else. I embrace my gray, you know why? I've got 2 adult children that starts to go gray already. So tell me, why am I putting dye in my hair to make myself feel as though I'm young when I have 2 grown children that are accepting that they are in that age? When I could accept my grays are beautiful to me. I look at myself and I'm like, you've made it, because not a lot of us are going to make it, Jester, at the age that we are making it right now. You see among the young people that are dying?
So Claire, you mean you're going there? So somebody decide to...
No, I just said me. I spoke about me. I didn't say...
Oh my God.
No. You have a mirror. I didn't say to anybody else, dye your hair. That's up to them. People can do to each its own. But I'm saying for me personally, I don't see the need for me to go dyeing black again and all this kind of... I'm not young. I was young once. I'm moving on. I'm no longer spring chicken. I'm a fall chicken. I'm going through the seasons, okay? Let me say good morning to Miss Donna Sandy. I know that you're in the office now. When I said earlier, you don't hear. And also to Michael Fraser. It was great conversation with you last night. And I hope that you get to listen, because I took his phone last night, Jester, and I put him on Real FM and I subscribed. I said, he's going to pop up today. You better listen. Because I know his number. I'm going to call him too. Yeah. It was a guy from Coates. Let me tell you, I hold conversation to anybody that feels to listen.
My God.
This is when I get topics to discuss, because people go through a lot of things in their life, Jester, including me and including you. And if we don't put it out there, we don't talk about it. And as I say, I don't go tell you to go tell everybody what's going on with you. But there's somebody you need to talk to, somebody that you feel comfortable enough to say things to and know that you say it and it ends right there. And I tell you something and I hear down the road when I'm going on, Jester said this. We have a call. It is 2 minutes. So you only have 2 minutes and hit it. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear. And how are you?
I am good, thank you.
Good topic.
Thank you.
But what I just want to say concerning the dying of the hair, people don't know how much they are affecting their health.
True.
Because your lungs breathe through that.
It's a form of cancer these days.
And the color that you put in your hair is the exact color that your lungs is coming into. And there's a lot of people that have this lung problem and pneumonia and all them sort of thing, and they don't know where it comes from.
Yeah, the ammonia. Yeah. They're making ammonia-free dye these days, but still is dye.
Exactly. And when I see elderly people my age, even younger than me, gray hair and everything, look at my hair. My sister is younger than me, and she have more gray hair than me. And I just tell people, don't dye your hair because you're damaging your health.
Yep, it is true. Thank you so much.
They don't realize that.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Someone said this morning about when a young girl is 80 years old and they have their periods, and I'll tell you something. You know I read. And I read somewhere one time where they said that if we women that straighten our hair with the palms and stuff, there is something in it. There's an enzyme in it that makes you develop faster. And if you're pregnant, like young children, if you're pregnant and you have palm in your hair and so, whatever goes through your head, it feeds through your body and your child gets it, and that makes children develop at a faster rate than what it is because of what we use in our head. If you notice, a lot of us women are going back natural because we got the memo.
Okay.
We got the memo and we braiding it or we cutting it short or whatever, because the thing The palm that we're putting in it is killing us slowly, and it's making our children develop at a faster age. We have come to the end of our program. We didn't get to cover everything, Jester, but what we did cover was enough to make people make changes in their life, I hope. You in your deep burgundy, say your last word, and that's it.
Claire, I don't have nothing to say more than, I just did with the callers this morning, the listeners, you could just feel the vibes. It was just overwhelming. Thank you so much, and we look forward to a great program next week.
Yes, let me say good morning to SBW. Hope all is well. I saw your message. I hear you. Let me also say good morning to somebody else. I forget who it is. But anyway, good morning. Everybody, good morning to you. And we have come to the end of the program, and I'll say, always be kind to people, because kind people like me are the best kind of people. It is 10 o'clock. It is news at the Inside the Studios of Real FM and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean and in North America. We are back on the same time zone. Oh, I forgot to say good morning to my brother Owen in England. He's listening. And also good morning to you, Dexter. Hope all is well.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest update of news as produced by Triple N. The details when I return.
Can win $150 in electricity credit, and 5 of you can win $1,500 in free electricity. Simply download and keep using the Grenlec app. Blow with Grenlec this holiday season. Download our app, power in your hand. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello and welcome back. Locally, fostering their creativity in the kitchen and assisting them to broaden their palates for consumption of local foods, particularly alternative flours, the Produce Chemistry Lab, a department of the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Forestry and Marine Resources, is supporting students of the St. Joseph's Catholic School as they become more aware of the types of flours that can be made from root crops. Students of the St. Joseph's Catholic School spent the day on Monday and are spending the day on Tuesday this week as one of the requirements for their CPEA at the Produce Chemistry Lab, fostering